Okay, last time we played the Curse of Fey, our players made their way to Hallowsbar house, where they intended to try and talk with the captain of the Skullwood Guard, which was a Owlin that they had run into previously, called Eldrin Paleclaw. Bula and Kane had run into this character who was not one of the most polite characters that they had ever met. Very arrogant. Made several different references to them being lower class and bumpkins and such, which immediately showed his true colours. And after being told that, not just you, but even the current burgomaster of the town of Lancashire was turned away and told that, they were been told not to disturb their captain. That the party, as well as Johan, didn't really like being told that they weren't good enough to speak to or interact with the captain, and that they purely come here to inform them some information that they may not be needed in the town anymore. However, before things could perhaps be resolved in any deeper conversation, however unlikely that might have been, some choice words from Tisfan led the Owlin who were guarding the front door to take to a defensive pose, leading to the initiation of combat. The two outer guards who were tasked with blocking the door turned out to not actually be very good guards in the first place. They seem to be fairly weak. They seem to have maybe weren't quite trained as well. It didn't seem to probably be that much need for very forceful kind of bodyguards as such on the front doors, seeing as this was a very quiet kind of laid back town. But they were caught off guard by your attacks, and they were dispatched fairly quickly. However, after dispatching them, several party members decided to revive and resuscitate the Owlin, and after not really getting much help from them from questioning, you unceremoniously dump them in a bush around the side of the house, just out of way, tied up and gagged with their own cloaks. You then set about exploring the outside of the Hallowspire, trying to find a way in. The front door being a heavy wooden door that seemed to be maybe blockaded from the inside. Several of the party members went to the left, the other party members went to the right. Several doors and possible passages were seen, but they all seemed to be either locked or you decided you were going to continue searching. However, in the meantime, Johan and Moira, standing by the front door, decided to kind of just keep an eye out there and see what happened. Johan just trying to maybe force the door. However, not knowing his own strength, he actually managed to batter the door in enough that it collapsed under his weight and strength, and a entry was provided, perhaps though not in the quietest fashion. As you entered into the building, you were looking around, trying to find out where to go, where there may be guards and things. And Tisfan, you opened up one of the doors leading to a room that did happen to be filled with guards who were prepared, seeing as the noise that happened when you entered, and you were stuck with a crossbow bolt as soon as you opened the door. However, it didn't take too long, a combination of your party members to help take out the Owlin with the crossbow. However, it did appear there to be more guards inside, and you hesitantly took turns in trying to sort of go in and look around the corners and explore that area. While you were looking for other doors and checking out different routes that you could possibly go, Johan decided to hold the door, make sure that if there was any other guards in there, to keep an eye on them. But unknown to you, 2 of those guards had escaped out of a back entrance and were making their way around to the front entrance to try and surprise you. However, as you were all waiting to get through one of the main doors down into a corridor, I think it was Kane who managed to see at the corner of his eye towards the front doors the Owlin as they approached and landed to come in, and with himself and Johan were managed to keep them at bay from the rest of you. Meanwhile, the rest of the party decided to explore the remainder of the Hallowspire house. Several doors were locked, several places seemed to be barred. However, there was a ladder leading up to the first floor that several of you took the opportunity to go. I think Tisfan, Galatea, and Amros. I think you went upstairs. Just to split the party a third way, Moira decided to just travel down the corridor that she saw, seeing a few shelves of books and things that looked kind of interesting. And while the rest of the party were either engaging in battles downstairs and upstairs, Moira has been taking some time to explore, reading some books, collecting some information, and generally sort of taking her time to explore this wonderful library that's become appeared. Those of you downstairs were holding the door. Those of you upstairs found a room where several guards had been standing around a table, seemingly not caught unawares, but they didn't seem to be running down in any urgency to tackle you. Perhaps they thought the guards below would be enough for any insurrectionists. But as you were fighting these 2 Owlin, a side door opened, and stepping out, there was a revelation at the end of Eldrin Paleclaw stepping into the room and mocking your attempt at trying to overthrow their house. Her usual inference that you were merely bumpkins that didn't know their place, and so, having had the guards soften you up a little bit, was now preparing to sort you out themselves. And that is where we find ourselves at the beginning of this session. Now, I'll just give you, in case those of you who have forgotten what Eldrin is or looks like, Eldrin is a quite tall for an Owlin, 6 feet tall. They look significantly different from the other Owlin that you've got there because they have quite long ear tufts protruding from the top of their head. The other Owlin are sort of more like barn owls. They have sort of the rounded head. This one has these sort of tufts that protrude from the top of its head. All of the owls are sort of a light tan with white feathers and things, but the markings on Eldrin specifically have these sort of brown markings running across their face with these huge black round eyes and a pure white beak. They also are wearing a very much more colourful, I think turquoise, I think it was, sort of a poncho hood type sort of cloak around there as well. But yes, they stand in the doorway looking in at you all. And we're currently still in initiative. And so we move... Sorry, go ahead.
I just forgot.
And so... I'll tell you what. Before the first Scarward Guard has their turn, would you like me to remind you of what Eldrin said before they entered the room, or give you chance to retort back before we continue?
Please remind me, because I didn't manage to catch up to the recap in time for that.
Perfect. I'll read the little bit here again. So as the door opened on the 3 of you, as you were still battling with these 2 Owlin, the door opened and stepping out was Eldrin Paleclaw. And on seeing you, they say, what do we have here? A band of vagabonds, peasants and wastrels daring to sully the halls of the Scarward Guard. Do you even realise where you are? This is Hallowspire House, the seat of power in this wretched town. And I am the one who ensures it remains under the rightful control of the princess. And as he steps forward and puffs out his chest, showing his sort of dominance in this area. You insignificant fools think you can question my actions, my purpose here? The princess has decreed that this town is to serve as a watchtower, a place where her will is enforced, her eyes ever vigilant. The ground itself will bear her mark as it should. You must have delusions of grandeur, but make no mistake, you are nothing but insects beneath my talons. Now be gone, before I decide to squash you myself. So I'll give you a moment if you would wish to retort at all while you're there before we move on to combat.
Galatea is just bricking it. There will be nothing coming out of that one.
Amoros, he's not in a position where he would actually have anything to say, really, because you don't know this bloody good enough, even though the little he knows would freaking give a slap. But he would move back, but since it's not my turn, I don't think that actually would be in-game rule viable.
Yeah, not currently. You're in initiative order, so
yeah. So I got nothing.
Tisvan, you're the only other one who's in that room.
Yeah. Tisvan will say, I don't care who you think you are. All I care about is that you might have some answers for me, and I will get them one way or another.
Take that out.
And with that, we will commence the next round of combat, starting with who is this chap here?
Question: did you add the captain into the turn order?
Oh, that's a good point. Might not have done that at the end.
No, that's fine without.
Immediately like that kid in school who reminds the teacher
they're the top of the initiative. Oh, that's very handy. Oh, you know what? I don't think this one's also initiated in there as well. So let me just add him in there as well. Thank you for.
No, that's quite enough.
Oh, and where's he? Oh, he's low down though, unfortunately, but he's still in there somewhere. Very nicely done. Thank you very much. Oh well, I'll have to just roll back a step because I've gone past Belgium. Let me just. There we go. That's the right place.
I just screwed myself over even more. Yay!
So,
for the honesty of the game.
Perfect. All right. Well, after that speech and Sven's retort, Eldrum, you see, has two short swords that she slowly draws from their scabbards. And seeing as you are the closest, Amros, they will go for an attack against you.
Oh dear.
It's not very hard. It's only a 12 though to hit you with the first sword. I presume that doesn't hit your armor class?
No, I managed to save that one.
Okay. Stepping out into the room, probably caught off guard that you're so close and just behind the door, swings out with the sword, but you manage to deflect it off. However, they do have a second, and they will try and attack you with that. That's an 18 to hit. Okay. That is a 9. 9 points. Yikes. 9 points of piercing damage as they miss with the first one, but come forward and stab into your shoulder with the long short sword that they have. Long short sword? The piercing short sword. And stab you in the shoulder.
And to Moira, that's pretty long. Still counts.
And then, as a bonus action, let's see. Yeah, as you retorted, you're the only one to retort back to them. Tisfin, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yes, sir. That's a 14.
14. All right, not quite enough, I'm afraid. The Eldrum stabs twice at excuse me. Stabs twice at Amros, and then turns their gaze towards you. Their eyes, for a moment, as you look upon them, Tisfin, seem to glow. What is a memory that Tisfin holds dear in this moment?
A memory of a day with his family, his village, where everything was peaceful, no work needing to be done, just relaxing with everyone around a campfire.
Okay. And that memory, that feeling, that motion you had connected to that memory is gone in a moment. And however that memory would have affected you, however, whatever you associated or felt about that moment, however that directed your emotions and your life, it's now gone. You now have a disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of my Eldrum's next turn.
All right.
Okay. So we move on to the next person, who is this cheeky little Scarwood guard. Now, is that upstairs or downstairs, this one?
Looks to be the one upstairs, I think.
Yeah, I think it must be. Yeah, it's difficult to tell now. This is the first time I'm using this. So, all right.
Oh no, it does actually highlight with a red square around the one when targeting.
Oh, does it? I don't seem to... Oh, yeah, hang on. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I think I already had it selected. That's why I couldn't see it. Perfect. All right. Okay, so they're going to take their go now. All right, so this one is going to take an attack against... Galatea. They're going to try and stab you with their spear.
Ow.
Oh dear. 23 to hit.
I think that
I presume that hits, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a 6. 6 of piercing damage as it's bolstered by seeing their captain enter the room. They stab forward with their spear, catching you in the shoulder. And
cleric.
A bit now.
and as they stab with the spear and they pierce into your shoulder, they come round with their talon and try and get an additional attack with them. That is only a 13 to hit, though.
It does not hit.
It does not hit.
I
Okay.
have my little thing. I'm boosted.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you have your armor. Yeah. Perfect. All right. That is the end of their turn. Okay. Now we move on. Downstairs, and it is now Johan's turn. All right. We've got a couple more guards down here, haven't we? Is this guard still? No, this guard in front of him is dead. So he will move forward. And he will try and make an attack against this Scarwood guard with his longsword. Well, the 10 is not going to do it, unfortunately. He's having a bit of difficulty stabbing through the doorway, but he also tries again with his short sword. But with a 22, that definitely does hit. All right, so let's see. How much damage is he going to do? That is 8 points. This guy had actually been dancing around backwards and forwards with Kane up until this point. So that's the first time he's been hit, but that does a significant wound to his soft little fluffy body. and he's heavily wounded from that. That is the end of Johan's turn. We now move on to upstairs to Tisvan.
Tisvan all of a sudden looks not as into the fight anymore, but seeing this Scarwood Guard attacking Galatea will attempt to strike it with his glaive.
Okay.
Seven.
Unfortunately not, no. This although engaged with Galatea, the Owlin manages to whip round and just deflect your glaive as it comes down.
Okay, and I'd say that is my turn.
Okay. All right, we move on to downstairs again to Kane.
Okay, I'm just having a look through my spells. I'm not sure, obviously, with the troubles I'm having with my character sheet. I'm not sure how many I have left.
Let me have a look on here. Well, none of them have been signed off on here. I can't remember. Did you use any last time?
I think I used command. I remember using
Command. Okay, yeah. So let me just tack that, because I say this is a new layout for me as well. So I probably forgot to do that when I was wheeling you the other day. So so you have one of the first level spells has gone. Did you use anything else?
I think you used Toll the Dead.
Yeah, that's all right because that's a cantrip, so that's okay.
Is Shillelagh a cantrip?
Shillelagh, yes, is a cantrip as well.
Okay.
I don't think you used anything else. I'm just having a quick look back through the field. His Shillelagh, yeah, Shillelagh is what you'd use at the beginning, so that was probably the first thing you used anyway. So I don't see anything else used. So we'll just say you haven't got that. So you've got 2 second level and 3 first level spells.
Do I still have healing word prepared?
Let me have a little look here. It does seem to be here, yeah.
Okay, great. Can I cast healing word with my bonus? On my unfortunately quite wounded friend.
You're using that on Johan, are you?
Yes.
Okay, no worries.
I think that's just a bonus.
Yeah, it's bonus action, yeah. 5 points of healing.
Yay.
Fantastic. Okay, and then I guess I will use my action to try. Oh, I don't have advantage against either of them anymore now, do I? Because Johan's moved.
He's moved, yeah, because he was only when you were flanking with that guy there. So yeah, unfortunately you don't.
Could I move?
Yes, you can. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I can now no longer see the interior, but that's fine.
That's fine.
realistic.
Nothing's going on in there anyway. That's fine. Oh.
And then I'll go in for a hit with my Shillelagh quarterstaff, if that's okay. If you don't mind rolling that for me.
Yeah. I've just realised I've just closed your. Oh, it has taken. I was just going to say I closed your character sheet, and the first level spell I marked off was not marked off again, but I've just closed it and opened it, and now it has taken. So hopefully that we remember. So even if I had marked them off, it wouldn't have shown anyway. But anyway, yeah. So you've got 2 first level spells and you've got 2 second level spells, just so you know. All right.
Okay,
so you're going to do an attack, yeah?
I am, yes.
With your quarterstaff, which you've got Shillelagh up on still, haven't you?
Yes.
Cool. Where is the Shillelagh? Okay. And that is a 16. Yes, so that does hit. And that is 4 points of damage.
Better than nothing. I'll take
That's very
it.
good. Yeah, so as you wield this, your magical now imbued staff around, You crack the back of the head of this owl, trying to fight on two sides. It's caught between a rock and a hard place, and although you batter this thing and he looks extremely wounded now, he's still managing to hang on.
One more good whack over the shoulders will fix that.
Yeah, he looks like a strong wind that'll be the end of him.
Okay.
But for the moment he is very woozy, standing between both of you. All right,
There's one hit point and that's it.
that's it. He's just like.
Ugh.
All right, so we head back to upstairs and Amros.
I'm in a very bad spot.
Fine, let's take him out.
Easy for you to say. He nearly killed me with that last hit. Okay, I want to try something. I doubt this will actually work the way I hope, but okay. Amros is going to sort of first lean forward towards the captain, and then leaning back, leaving a glowing visual of himself where he was and try to move away. The thing he's doing is he's casting dancing light to leave a humanoid form that's glowing, like trying to keep him distracted with that enough to hopefully at least give him disadvantage on an opportunity attack. I don't know if that would work, but that's my hope.
This is with dancing lights, is it?
Yeah. It says you can combine the 4 lights into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium size. And that's pretty much my argument for it. I actually didn't know you could do that with it.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
make
you
it.
know that, yeah.
All right, so you're going to. Are you currently glowing at the moment?
He's not, but
No, I mean your character.
Yeah. My character is not, but that's what he's.
Okay.
He's casting the dancing light to do this thing.
Sure. Okay. So you're gonna cast the dancing lights. We'll forgive the fact that you probably can't occupy the same space as you, but as you're leaving it at the same time, we'll say that's okay. Now the creature is going to be glowing, and it's also going to be vaguely humanoid. It's not going to be exactly like you or anything like that. So you can attempt this, and I will roll a perception with advantage, because I don't know if the owl with its sharp eyes will be fooled by this, but you can give it a go. If you succeed, I won't let them take their reaction to attack you.
If you succeed, I'm gonna claim he's a crow in disguise.
So
Is that thing?
I will roll with advantage. We'll say. I mean, this is going to be fairly straightforward. So I will say it's a 10, the DC for this, because it's not going to be super. It's not going to look like you, and it's going to be glowing when you're not currently. So for you to pull this off, it's going to be pretty low. But if you want to try it, I will roll.
I want to try just for thematics and hopefully get out of this really bad spot.
No worries. All right. Oh. Well, he rolled a 12. It wasn't supposed to add them together, but there you go. But he got over a 10. So you can step back from him, leaving your glowing counterpart there. So let me just put something down there to look at. Let me do this one. That. Oh, it's not very bright, is it? Let me increase the brightness of this one.
I had literally 2 ideas, Renat. One was to do this glowing silhouette and try to use that to distract him, or literally shoving the glow into his eyes to try to distract him that way.
Yeah, I mean that could have worked as well. Unfortunately, yeah.
True.
So you step back and you create this humanoidish like glowing creature there, but as you step back, the eyes of Eldrum continue to look at you as you step away. However, they do not react. They do not take an attack against you.
If that's the case, then Amros is to keep on moving. Let's see, he's gonna move there. Let's see.
Okay.
That's 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't get just out of the room, but if I do, I would block if anyone else is trying to. So I'm gonna stay there for now.
Okay.
Because staying in the room is also a very bad idea for Amros, I noticed.
I can't. I'm just going to drop the little mushroom guy down there as an icon for you of your light, so you know that it's there. Because I can't get the light
for the win, right?
Yeah, exactly. I can't do the light on at the moment that you can actually see. So that'll be where your glowing thing is. Now, yeah. So can the glowing lights do anything, or is it just literally
It's just a light.
Okay, perfect. All right. So there is now a light there in the corner that looks like vaguely like a human, basically standing there. All right, so you step away, you cast that. Anything else you'd like to do?
So that costs an action, and as far as I see, I actually don't have anything I can do as a bonus action. So that would have to be it until I can find that I can do anything.
All right, no worries. Okay, and as you move back to that corner, yeah, Eldrum just looks at you.
I mean, I'm not that big of a threat.
Okay, Galatea.
Panic. No, quite thankful that you moved out of the way, because then I can do what I really wanted to do. And cast Ice Knife.
Ice Knife.
Definitely a real owl and not something else, as far as I remember. But Galatea doesn't know this.
Okay, so do I need?
And I'll cast it at second level.
Second level. Okay, perfect. All right. So yeah. So you create a shot of ice and you fling it to the creature in range. Okay, perfect. Okay. So as you draw on your power to create this ice knife to fire, can you please make me a? Oh, hang on. What's it saying?
Uh-oh. What's saying?
You need to make it says a saving throw with your spell casting ability modifier.
Okay, so I'm guessing the saving throw would be equated to the ability that Galatea uses to cast her spells.
Yeah. So what is that? What do you use to cast your spells?
My spellbook?
No, sorry. I mean, which of your stats do you use?
Is it intelligence or wizard?
I think it's intelligence based. Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a +1 to
Yep.
intelligence. But I guess you'd be proficient in that as well, so that would be a +3.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We'll say.
Sounds right to me.
So?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So can you make me? Can you give me a roll, basically a saving throw on that then, with a +3?
D20 +3.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
22.
Yeah, that's good. All right, no worries. All right. So, as you begin doing this spell, you see Eldrin's focus moves from Amros to you, and they sort of hold out their arm for a second, but nothing happens. So please continue.
Okay. I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna throw my arm out as if I'm flinging a knife, and it's gonna materialize in the air as a little shard, and like stab him.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Hopefully.
And you're doing this at second level, you said, didn't you? Oh no. Okay, unfortunately it doesn't hit, but I believe hit or miss, it explodes, isn't it?
It still explodes, yeah.
Okay, so the target and each creature within 5 feet of it, so that's him and the guy behind him, must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take. It's 2d6 normally, but you're doing it with level 2, aren't you? So it's 3d6. So they have to both make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, so. Let's do a saving throw.
Please fail. Please fail. Come on, guys. Here, cast with confidence.
Oh, that's pretty low.
Yes!
There. 11. for Eldrin. And what about the guy behind him? And a 10.
Fail?
They both fail.
Yes.
Oh dear. Okay. Roll your damage.
Okay.
I love Ice Knife. I used to use that when I had a wizard as well, because you literally just like, here's a grenade, catch. Oh, missed, doesn't matter, bang.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
You're playing in a...
What's that?
The D10, I think you need to disregard.
Yeah, because you were throwing, how many D6 was it? 3 D6. So you had like 5 dice there. So
okay.
Do you want to just try that again?
It just said damage roll. Yeah. Okay. 3d6. I'll just do 3d6.
Just do the 3d6. Yeah, in the dice window, I think. Yeah, because that's thrown quite a lot more than that.
Yeah.
8. Okay, lovely. 8. All right, so 8 off of both of them. Now is this is a magical effect, isn't it? So actually,
yes.
You know what? Eldrin has magic resistance, so advantage on saving throws against spells. So actually, he should roll again because he's got advantage. 14. What was the DC?
The spell DC? I'm not sure. Hold on. 11.
Well, in fact, then he made it on his first go anyway, because he got 11.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the other guy missed by 1. Wow, what a loser.
Yeah.
So fine. So yeah, so it does explode, and we'll say that in this instance, Eldrin sees this coming because he was trying to do something that failed, and so as it came off, the explosion came around, but he actually just grabbed the other guy behind him and used him as a human shield, and that's why he got hit, even though he's standing behind.
Asshole!
Hey, he's a bad guy. What do you expect?
So he was just like, "Can I just borrow you a second?" Okay, there you go. Yeah. So unfortunately, yeah. So you did hit the guy behind, but yeah, unfortunately, Eldrin managed to avoid that. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm not sure there's much else I can do. No. No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand and cower.
Stand and cower. Okay. Do you want to move, or are you going to stay where you are?
No, I don't want to move because then that guy hits me. I just wanna...
No worries. Then we move down.
Up against the wall.
We move down to the safety of the library, the tranquil library, where Moira, you continue to look at the books. I think is that, or would you like to do something else?
I imagine that some noises can be heard.
Well, you'd think that, but where you currently are, they're not above you. They're at the front of the house, and you're deep at the back in the tower. So I don't know if you would hear it. Give me a perception check with disadvantage to see if you could hear anything.
Oh shoot!
Should have shouted. It's too late now.
Shh. Uh-oh.
13. Nah, I can't really hear much. It's probably, your friends are probably exploring upstairs, and they'd probably shout if they needed you for anything. So.
Oh no!
I'll leave it up to your conscience whether or not you feel like you need to go and check on them, or if you're just too busy looking at books.
Roll for it.
Oh god.
Heads or tails?
Is it okay if I roll a d4?
Yes.
If you want, yeah. Just tell us what they mean before you roll. Is it 1 to 2 you go, and on 3 to 4 you stay?
I was actually gonna go like 1 or 3 I stay,
Okay.
2 or 4 I go.
Okay, so 2 or 4 you go. All right.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
No, it's fine.
We'll just blame you if we die.
Oh, it's a 1.
Fuck.
That means you go, isn't it? Or is it? Oh no.
No, I
Oh
stay.
yeah, that's right. Sorry, 2 or 4 is good. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, so well, you for a moment, you listen out. You can't hear anything. You think to yourself, should I go? Should I check on them? And but there's just so many books and things here. You found some really useful information. You know what? Being here is probably going to be more helpful in the long run. And so you continue doing whatever you want to do.
Sure. I imagine that I don't think I have looked through this thing.
No, I don't think you got to do that on the last time. So
Yeah, I'm gonna. If I could, I would like to explore.
yeah, sure. Give me an investigation.
They do say that knowledge is power, right?
Mm.
So
Here's a 6.
You have a look through the dusty volumes on the wall. Some of these have obviously not been moved in quite a long time, but yeah, nothing leaps out to you, unfortunately.
I swear, these owls need to learn how to take this dust. Shit! Need to take care. Okay. Too much dust. Too much.
Would you like to
that
do
is
anything
my-
else?
No. Okay, to be completely honest, I don't remember.
I think you've pretty much.
Is there more books here? And
I think-
have I?
I think we'll say that you've probably looked at all of the different shelves that are around here. There are some books just at the back here and some on the floor. So I reckon probably one more search you could probably make before you've probably done all that you can do in here.
Okay. But I assume that's my turn.
I think last time we allowed you to do your use your action as a search and a bonus action as a search as well.
Ah!
So you can have another search if you want.
Yes, please. I shall look through the ones on the floor.
Yep, sure, go for it. Give me another investigation.
Because there seems to be a lot.
Hmm.
These people, these owls. Goodness gracious. Not taking care of their libraries. That is a 12.
12. Okay, yeah, we'll say. I think there was probably only one other book in here that you haven't really seen at the moment. And as you're sifting through these ones on the floor, there's one. It's not super interesting to you on first glance, but then when you turn it over, you feel like there might be something there, maybe some useful information, maybe in the future. Not quite sure how, but you decide that it might be worth holding on to. The book's called "The Inner Workings of a Guthias Trio." It's written by a dwarf wizard by the name of Davin Wraithmail.
Inner workings of a what now?
Guthias tree.
Okay, something tree. Cool. It has to do with a tree.
So the book basically explains the growth and upkeep of Guthias tree, as well as several manners to corrupt seeds of other trees in order to create a suitable vessel. An entire chapter is dedicated to the domestication of the resulting blight, which sprout from the said tree, and their training to better protect your new saplings.
Yeah, I'm taking that. Oh, yep.
Cool. And with that, you feel like you have pretty much explored all that can be explored in this library.
Cool. Do I still have my movement?
Yeah, you have your movement.
Yeah, okay. You know, these people are taking too long. My God.
just casually wander back.
5, 10, 15.
Arms full of books.
Tiny mouse, lots of books.
Yeah. So when you get to that point there, Moira, I'll just
Right, there's the rope.
Yeah, there's a rope as you pass it, as you're coming to the end of your movement there. There is a rope that basically goes up into the ceiling. And as you stand there looking up, you notice there is actually, it's not just hanging from the ceiling. There is a hole in the floor above you, and it goes off into what looks like a dark, another dark layer of this tower.
Oh.
But unfortunately, that is all the movement you have currently.
Yeah.
So
I got the small window of like choose a floor. And
Yes.
I'm like, oh.
All right, we move on to the next player, who is it's the badly wounded Skyward Guard outside, caught between the two of you. So knowing that it is in dire straits, it moves one step this way so that it's just not in a flanking position anymore. And out of the two of you, Kane, you look like the softer one. Perhaps if he gets rid of you, he might be able to make a run for it. And so he is going to take an attack against you.
I'm literally covered in metal plates. This man needs a trip to the optician.
But you are more heavily injured. You can see on your face. But he's going to try. He's going to try and use his spear to try and get in between those plates and see what he can do. All right. So let's do an attack. That's a natural one for a 5. So he tries to attack with the spear, and he stabs as hard as he can with the last bit of effort he's got in him, heavily wounded, and he stabs at you, hitting your plate armor and just shattering the shaft of the spear, and it just fractures and breaks in his hands. And in doing so, he probably leans in towards you because it's breaking and he's not expecting it. So he just tries to take a last-ditch effort trying to swipe you with his talons. Oh, with a 17, but I believe your armor class is 18. So he tries to give you another scar on your eye like it did earlier, but sadly it does not penetrate your toughened armor.
I raise my shield to block his petty kick.
Excellent. All right. We move on to the next chap. Who is this one? I think it's the guard behind him, isn't it? Let me just go up here. Which one are we on? Yes, it is this guy. Okay, so from behind Elgin, a guard moves past and into the room and gets themselves in a flanking position. Oh, you know what? They're not in a flanking position, are they? Because this guy is dead. So he won't probably go there. He'll just go there. It's easier.
He's very dead, yes. Otherwise, I would have been dead.
Yeah, I just the color. I need to change the coloring on the thing so I can easily see that this guy is dead, because there is a tiny little skull icon, but it's too small for me to see. Yeah. Okay, so he runs in and he will be looking to attack you, Tisfin. He comes into the room and he, unlike the other Owling guards that you've come across so far, this guard is a little bit better armored. He has a sort of a chainmail shirt on him. He also carries, instead of a spear, he has a halberd instead. So he's going to try and swing that at you. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's
wrong person to get the damn crit.
That's a natural 20. Apologies.
He starts grinning.
I can't help smiling. No, I was just like, Tisfin usually gets the natural 20, so I'm like,
Revenge.
Was just gonna say, Tisfin getting his just desserts.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so, okay, so the attack for this one is 10 plus 3, so it would be 10. So I'll just roll the 10 separately, because otherwise it will automatically try and do 2 dice. All right, so that is 21 points of damage.
Fuck.
I am still alive, but barely.
That was a heavy hit from the halberd there as well. And unfortunately, he will also try and well, you know what? He won't do the talon because he uses both hands on the halberd to take the strike, so he won't take the second one. Perfect. All right. Yes, that was a heavy hit. We now move on to who is this guy? Is he
Downstairs?
downstairs? Is there anybody else alive down here?
Is it maybe the knocked out guard down there?
No, this is saying I've got this guy in. Oh no, is this guy still alive? No, he's dead. Why is it going to him? He's dead. This one. I think I might have. I'll skip this guy because I think. Yeah, this guy here is dead, so I don't know why he's being used. I will skip this guy because he's already had his turn. I don't know why he was not flagged as being dead. All right, that's fine. So we go past this guy because he's already had his turn. Back to Eldrum upstairs. All right. What does he want to do? What do you want to do, Eldrum? All right. Let's say. You know what? He is cocky, isn't he? So I don't think he seeing that you've been badly injured with a halberd, you've run away, Tisfan, and you did launch an attack with the ice knife, but he didn't really affect him. I think he's cocky enough that he's just going to stand there in the draw with his swords out and just and just retort that to think you weaklings that you could take on the Scarwood Guard in their own home. I pity you, really, but I'm sure my guards can sully their own hands. I don't really see the need to engage myself. And he stands there.
Awesome.
Now we move on to the next one, who is the Owlin next to you, Galatea.
Yep.
He is going to continue to take an attack against you. He's going to try again with his spear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Ouch. Ouchies.
I'm not gonna complain. I'm not allowed to complain about low rolls then again because I've got 2 natural 20s on this then.
Yeah, you're not allowed anymore.
Roll low, please.
Yeah, apologies again. All right. So, what's the one on this? This is a D6. Okay, so we'll just roll the 1. D6 here. Okay, that is 13 points of piercing damage.
It only took 4. Hold on. Well, I'm at -1 as far as my calculations are.
Yeah, add another 9 to get to 13.
Yeah, I've done it for you. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so with that, the Owlin reaches forward and he stabs at you, slashing with the end as he turns it round as you try and move out the way, and he impales you. You lose consciousness.
Scream and crumple to the floor. Can I do that?
You can indeed, yes. And you fall to the.
You better hear this, Moira.
You fall to the floor unconscious.
Yep.
He will then, after doing that, he will turn towards Tisfan, and he will try and take a talon attack against you. But a 14, I don't think is going to be enough to hit you.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. All right. We move on to Johan downstairs. Okay, Johan is going to. Yeah, he can't get from that one there. So he can't get into a flanking position, so he's just going to attack from where he is. He can see this owl is heavily beat down, and he's just going to put this thing out of its misery. There's a 19 to hit, which will definitely hit. Don't think we need to roll, but we'll roll anyway. That is a 7. And with that, that owlin breathes its last as he slices deep into its body, and it collapses to the ground. GED. All right.
That was an unfortunate end to our encounter, but they left us no choice, Johan.
It is regrettable that they did not let us speak to Eldrim in the first place, but if they have such disrespect for me and my people, I cannot feel sorry for them. But we must find the others. They may also be in danger.
You took the words out of my mouth. Let's hurry downstairs.
You have a real problem with upstairs and downstairs. We are already downstairs. Okay, so this is our house all over again.
Kane does not know directions.
Kane is beginning to feel like maybe he needs Specsavers.
Okay. Right. Let's see. Where? Yeah, 30 feet. Okay. So, he doesn't know where you've gone particularly. He just knows you've gone out this door. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to run around that corner. That's as far as he can get on this turn, unfortunately. Okay. That is the end of his turn. Tisvan. Galatea has gone down. You have 2 owlin, one that's heavily wounded you with a halberd, and one that's swiped at you from behind. Amaros is in the corner of the room. There's a glowing version of a humanoid that looks roughly like Tisvan. Roughly like Amaros. And you see Eldrim smirking smugly with 2 short swords in their hand, just standing and looking at you.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me bring up my character sheet here. My lay on hands pool is full. And you said the one in front of Tisvan has a halberd, right?
Yeah, this one here, yeah.
So Tisvan can take a step back without an attack of opportunity.
That's right.
Yes?
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah. Then Tisvan will reach down with one hand, put it on Galatea, and use 10 points of his lay on hands pool.
All right. Perfect. So you reach down and you pump 10 points of healing into you. You regain consciousness. Galatea.
Fuck. Thank you.
No worries. And then, let's see, that is an action. Any bonus action I can do? Spells, anything? Cure wounds is an action. Then he's actually gonna cast Shield of Faith on himself as a bonus action.
Okay.
So he bumps his AC by 2.
Okay, perfect. And that lasts duration, it says. What's the duration? Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Yeah. So several rounds.
Okay.
But yeah, that is Tisvan's turn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. All right. Shield of Faith. You got a +2. I thought Shield of Faith had a. It was just the end of the turn, but yeah, I guess. Yeah, just says for concentration up for 10 minutes. I guess it is. All right. There must be another one I'm thinking of. Shield. It must be Shield. That's just the one that's just the end of the turn, isn't it? That's right. Cool.
Yeah, that's the reaction one. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So yeah, excellent. All right. End of your turn. So Kane, it is now your turn. You see that there's 2 dead bodies of these owlin now, not blocking your path, but laying across the doorway currently, and Johan has run off in search of the others.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to... Let me step forward one so that I can see inside the house again.
Sure.
Okay. So last I remember seeing the party, they were headed this way.
That's right, yeah.
So that is where Kane's going to head.
Yeah.
So that's 20, 25. Oh, there's your hand. Hello.
Yep.
And 30. I'll dash. I'll dash as an action.
Yep, sure. So, as you come to this corner here, you see that another corridor going down into the distance. The only door that appears to be open on in the corridor that you can see is the one that's directly in front of you now on the right.
Kane is gonna see this, look to your hand, and say, "Which direction do you think they went in?"
Well, the door is open, and it doesn't look like they have gone further down this corridor. I cannot see them ahead, but perhaps they went into this room.
It's as good a plan as any. Sure. Let's go. And I've got 20 feet remaining, so I guess
Sure.
I will head. Yeah, because I don't think I have anything else I could do to go further, so...
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. If you're looking for the others. They went this way is what you saw. They don't seem... You look down the long corridor, they could be at the end of the corridor, but there's a door open there. They could have gone that way as well. There's no indication other than that.
So I'm inclined to agree with Johan and go into this room. That was what he was suggesting.
And yeah, as you go in there, you see there is a basically like a small storage room. There's a trapdoor on the floor, and there's a set of ladders going up to the first floor.
Oh, what would Kane choose?
Flip for it. Roll for it.
Sure, okay. Evens, I go up. Odds, I go down.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh god, hang on. I don't remember how to work this interface. I don't want to roll 3d6s. I just want to roll 1. Wonder if that will work.
Yep, there you go.
It did.
Oh, it's evens.
Yep.
So up.
I guess I'm going up. Yeah.
Okay.
So with my last 10 feet of movement.
That's it. And then you can choose to go up. They are.
Bam. That's as far as I can go.
That's it. That would have been amazing though if Moira had rolled to hear, didn't hear anything, and you rolled to go up or down, went down, and everyone just went in completely the opposite directions. Perfect. So you climb the ladders up into another room. This room is again a small room. There are some kind of like well-worn weapons on a rack to the side of you. The door is open, leading into a corridor, and I'll say from this distance you can hear the sounds of fighting beyond down this corridor.
Okay, well I think I've done everything. There's nothing to use a bonus action on. I can't see anyone, so I guess I'm stuck here until my next turn.
Okay. All right, Amoros, it is your turn.
Okay. Okay, this is a fucking gamble. Amorous is going to have his. Let's just call it Spectre of Light, this little mushroom thing that we put up. Have that one scatter into the 4 orbs of light that it can produce.
Yeah.
And try to distract this guard and this guard as he casts Magic Missile to try to just hit him the best he can, while also trying to provide some form of cover for our two that are literally in very close proximity.
Okay. So you're doing you're sending Magic Missile out.
Yes.
As your attack.
And I can move the Dancing Light as a bonus action.
Okay, fine. So yeah, bonus action to move the lights. Let me just see here. Sheds light, dim light. Okay, so it's not particularly bright, the light, but it might give them some kind of disadvantage of kind of trying to avoid.
At best, I thought it would give some form of disadvantage. Like, this is me just trying to improvise with a spell that exists for fun's sake.
Magic Missile hits anyway.
It does.
Yeah, but it's more like distracting for if you two try to move away from them.
I'll say that if the light is sort of around, I might give them some penalty on their attacks or something. But for your Magic Missile, like Galatea pointed out, it's going to hit regardless.
Oh, so. Yeah, that is literally what I expect.
I'll just move it here so that we can see.
It could be a penalty to them, but mechanically, I wasn't expecting it to actually do anything.
Sure. Okay. No worries. Well, your orbs split and they go around and they try and buzz around in the faces of these owlin.
Pretty much think like just firebugs flying around their eyes.
Sure.
Just trying to be as in their eyes as possible.
Yeah, it's just it's not particularly bright light, but it's just there and it's just getting in their face. So it's just trying to distract them, catch them off guard. Okay, perfect. All right. So so who are you targeting with your Magic Missile? Because you can target 3, or you have three bullets basically.
Yeah, I'm sending 2 into this guy and 1 into this guy.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't know if this rolls for each or if it's all in one. We'll see.
You roll for them individually.
Yeah, you just roll and it will only do 1 at a time.
I'm glad it's individually because I rolled a 1.
Okay, so it's 2 points of damage, and then you got another attack on this guy, haven't you? And that's another 2. Okay, so 4 points to this guy.
Please let it not be another 1. Hey, a 4.
Nice.
4, nice. So 5 points to this guy. All right, nice. All right, so yeah, two bolts fly out and slam into to the top guy here. He takes a bit of damage from that, but he seems to be relatively unscathed. The guy with the halberd takes these 2 hits, and although he seems to be pretty proficient with this halberd that he's got, he took some damage already from Galatea when this ice exploded into the side of him, and now with these bolts, magic missiles striking him twice as well, you can see that he's started to become blooded.
That's something.
Yeah,
and
that's
with
good.
That Amorous is going to move out the room and at least 1 step up. So in case he can't support, he's gonna throw something else in. And in case we decide to book it, he's fucking gonna run.
Okay, no worries. All right, that is the end of your turn, and we turn now to Galatea, who you are currently on the floor. You may stand up if you wish, but that was half your movement.
I will stand up, please. Thank you.
Okay. Yep, you get to your feet again.
Sorry, I've got a cat in the background who's like, wow, wow, but very, very loud.
Though they're shocked at Tisfan's healing you. They're like, wow.
Yeah.
He helped you.
I'm gonna. Okay, right. I'm gonna stand up.
Yep.
Looking over Tisman and see that he's quite bad off, compared to how I feel now. Having seen what Amoros has just done, like stand up a little straighter and go right, and also cast magic missile.
Okay, all right.
Follow the lead.
All right, who are you targeting with your magic missile?
So, same thing actually. 2 on the top one and 1 on the other guy.
Okay, go for it. That's 2.
That's very similar.
Don't follow the leader this way, please.
Yeah. Right, this was how he did it, right? But I wanted more.
2. Okay,
That's it, please.
so another 4 off the top guy. Okay.
Okay, right.
How much off the other guy? I don't know.
Nope,
Another
all
2.
ones.
All
You
right.
could have followed me on the last one.
There you go. Yeah. So you shoot out another boom, 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 slamming into these, or 4 slamming into the owlin above you, slamming into the owlin with the halberd over to one side. Each of them taking the damage, but still ready to fight, still able. And Eldrum just looks on at you all as you are fighting. Seems to be just quite amused by your tactics, to see Amoros run away and the badly injured Tisfan clearly facing 2 owlin guards, but also trying to still desperately help you off the floor as well. And he just smiles to himself. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand there and glare at him, but also kind of slightly panicked, scream out, Johan! Kane! Laura!
Kane, you hear from down the hallway, you hear the voice of Galatea calling out, Moira, you don't hear anything from where you currently are. But hey,
Not even from wherever the rope is coming from.
No, Slady, you're too far away. And Johan just about hears. I think he can hear you, and he saw Kane go up, so he probably assuming the same thing. But yeah, Eldrum, just as you shout this out, Eldrum smiles to himself as much as he can smile with the beak, and he just says, "Why did you even come here?" And we will move on to Moira.
I have no answers.
I would like to go up the rope.
You'd like to go up the rope? Oh, cool.
Maybe?
All right. Yeah, sure. All right.
Sure.
I no longer know where I am going.
Yeah. So, the rope you see, goes up through this hole in the ceiling into sort of a darkened area of the of what you assume is the next level of this tower area. The rope itself seems relatively strong, like it would easily hold your weight. But if you would like to try and climb the rope, I will need a strength athletics, athletics or acrobatics. You can choose.
Sorry, what?
You can choose to either use strength athletics or you can use acrobatics if you prefer.
I will take the acrobatics, thank you.
Okay.
$15.
15, yeah, that's pretty good, yeah. You climb the rope. And you may climb to the next level. So I think, have you got a little dialogue that when you went on there that gave you the option?
The options are ground floor and first floor.
Then you may click first floor.
Okay. I am in a room.
So now, do you have a light source? You can see in the dark, can't you?
Oh, the heck. Hold on, where do I see that? Wait a minute.
Let's have a look at your sheet.
Oh my god. I don't see if I do. I don't remember.
I can't see on here.
Hold on.
I think it's...
Let me look on.
Let me just look at another character sheet for a second and just see if I can find it on their sheet so I know roughly where it is. Oh yeah, it would be under senses underneath on your first page if you had it. But you don't have it on there. So you're currently in the dark room. There is a tiny little bit of light from below you. But towards the outer edges of this room, it's very dark to see. But there's enough probably light from down there that you can just see the edges of the room. And as you enter, you climb up that rope, which is attached to the ceiling above you. You can hear a little bit of sort of snarling and snuffling coming from one of the myriad of different cages and boxes and crates and cells that line the walls of this room. There are no windows in this room. You vaguely see a door to the eastern side of the tower there. But this room seems to be either a storage or perhaps a room of confinement, a jail of some sort. As you see that you can hear potentially a figure in one of the larger cages.
Oh dear. I would like to have a bit of a closer look at the cages.
Sure, of course. You going any particular one?
The big one?
This one here? Yeah, sure. This one here. Okay. So, as you appear, as you get closer to this large cage at the back there, inside, you can see now at this distance a malnourished fawn who lays conscious, you think, but weak, shackled inside this cage. And I will say that this icon is not the same person. It's the only one I had available. So this is not the kid you met before in the market. This is somebody else.
Oh my god. Are they awake?
It's difficult to say. You hear them sort of snuffling, moving around in there. From what you can see, they seem to be malnourished and particularly weak. So it may just be that they're not strong enough to speak out to you. But as you stand outside the cage, you looking in, you see that they are sort of moving, perhaps trying to like right themselves up, but clearly very weak.
Oh my god. I'm gonna look over at this cage. Wait, is that a cage?
Yeah, so all of these ones, these are all cages.
Oh god, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move over. Can I actually, from where I am, can I see into this?
It's dark in there, but we can say that you can move around within that room easily. As you make a circuit around looking in the different cages, it appears that the rest of them seem to be empty.
Okay. Oh dear. Hey. I mean, I was about to ask, are you okay? But clearly, you're not okay. Why are you in a cage?
The figure you can see very weakly props himself up on his arms, on his elbows, and he looks towards you, squinting. He seems to have struggled to speak. His lips dry. You don't know the last time this guy had any food or water. There is a tray on the outside of the cage, but it is empty, and the jug is empty as well. He tries to moisten his lips with whatever saliva remains in his mouth, and he is my grandmother okay?
I don't know. You know what? Save your strength. I will get back to you. My friends are somewhere here. I'll be back. Okay.
He nods weakly, and he just lays his head back down again.
Oh my god, what have we gotten ourselves into? Okay, is there a door here?
Yes, there is a door there, yeah.
I would like to go.
Okay. I think with the movement that you've made, and your action would have been traveling up the rope, that's probably it you can do for this movement, but you are at the door, essentially.
Okay.
All right. We move on to this little owl guy. Now, which one is he?
He's the halberd guy.
Is the halberd one, is it?
Oh, yeah, halberd guy.
Yeah, halberd guy. Okay, perfect. All right. So, halberd guy, Tisman, seeing you move away, he doesn't feel like you're going out of his reach at that particular point. But now that he's back to his turn again, he is going to definitely take another swing at you with his halberd, trying to finish you off.
How about me?
Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
It does not. Okay, so he swings and he misses. Frustrated, he moves forward towards you. The lights shining in his face, he kind of breezes past it. He swats at it away. Perhaps that was the reason why he wasn't able to hit you on there as well. But buzzing around his head, it becomes annoying. And so he, instead of taking another strike with his weapon, he reaches out with his talon this time to try and swat you in the back of the head. Seeing that you're weak, perhaps he can just slap the last bit of life out of you. But not with a 2 for a total of 6. He can't. So yeah, he steps forward, swings, and just whiffs it completely. And that's all he can do.
My heart is fucking racing right now.
All right, but we have another Owlin. Hang on. Yes, the other Owlin by the side of you. Oh no, is that the guy we just had? Why is this not? I don't know what's going on with this thing. It keeps jumping around.
The one downstairs.
Sorry?
The last guy is the one downstairs. The last one before we start initiative again.
Because this guy here, but isn't he not dead though? Why is it still saying he's?
I don't know.
I don't know why it's not. Let me just tick him off there.
That was the one you skipped last time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know why he why it's still not done. Okay, I've marked him as gone now. All right, and then the other guy on the first floor, he's already had his go, didn't he? He had it earlier on. All right, yep. Perfect. So we start the beginning of a new round. And what does Eldrin do? He's seen you fire out these bolts. He's seen you attack his guardsman a few times now with these magical bolts. Would he bother to engage still, or is he thinking that he should? I think he likes the fact that now there's only 2 of you, not 3 of you. I feel like he feels even more sort of cocky about the fact that he is strong enough. You know, you're turning tails. So he is going to step into the room, and he's just going to stand here, surrounding you with the other guards that are currently there, and he looks down at the two of you, Tisfan and Galatea, and he says, I'm not quite sure why you thought you were strong enough to come here and take on the Scarwood Guard. Perhaps was there some kind of something that set you off? Was there something? Perhaps I've done something to upset you. Perhaps you felt me harsh when I spoke to your friends earlier in the day. Something must have upset you. Please tell me. Maybe I could make amends.
Do we get to respond?
Yeah, you can respond to him.
It was more the welcoming. Maybe if you stop attacking, we can have a talk. All of you.
Oh, so you wish for us to not fight you anymore, even though you are the ones who have entered our home in a violent capacity. You wish for us to have a conversation now. Oh, I see.
Your guards drew their weapons on us.
Oh, I highly doubt my trained soldiers are the first to draw their weapons here. They have very strict instructions. Unlike you, they follow the rules of the Scarwood Guard and the princess. I find it very difficult to believe that can be your only reason for coming here. To attack us, to believe that we would come to you. I don't think that we would have come to your home and drawn weapons first.
Not come to our home. Not come to our home, you absolute piece of crap. What about Nodalaran, huh? What about the material plane? Coming there, slaughtering an entire village. Not something you would do, you fucking piece of trash.
Galatea is shocked. This is the first that they've heard of it.
When you mention the realm as well, you see that Eldrum sort of looks over at you quizzically to begin with, and then smiles. Oh, so they made it through, did they? How wonderful. Ah, a shame that you would dare to raise your weapons against me in the hand of the princess herself. I suppose I shall have to make an example of you, and you'll never be able to get back to your little village.
Thanks to you, there's nothing to come back to.
He shrugs at this. Well then, I suppose there's little reason for you to live. And he will take an attack with his short sword against you. That is 22 to hit.
That does hit.
Even with your shield as well?
Yeah, with Shield of Faith, I have 18.
Ah, okay. All right, so he will try and strike you with the sword, and that is an 8.
I am down.
Okay. So, yeah.
No!
He smiles and stabs forward with his short sword, and you fall unconscious. As he takes the blade back, wiping it on a small cloth, he looks towards you, Galatea. And how about you? Do you have some village somewhere that the Scarwood Guard have entertained for their amusement? perhaps a loved one that we have crossed, that you came here to oh so eloquently lay down your life to defend.
I have no home for you to steal. So that's lucky, I guess. I just wanted to talk, but
Oh, but we are talking, my dear. What would you wish to say? I have asked you why you have come here.
Well, it wasn't mine to say. We just wanted you to leave. You don't have any business here anymore. The creature you were here to defend the town against is gone, no thanks to you.
Oh, I see. You believe that we are not entitled to be here. Oh, my dear. The princess. We are the princess's guards. She owns this land. We are able to stay wherever we like.
I don't give a fuck about your princess. You don't treat people like this.
Oh dear. I wish you hadn't spoken out against our princess. We do have a very close relationship, and I would hate for those words to get back to her. And with that, he takes his second attack against you. Does a 23 hit you? Okay. And that is 9 points of piercing damage.
Oh, I am barely hanging on.
And he stabs towards you, bringing the sword out. He sees your eyes flicker for a moment, and he withdraws the sword before you lose consciousness.
Ow. Are you satisfied?
Oh, I will be. When all of your little group of vagabonds are collected up. But perhaps you and I can have a longer conversation. It doesn't need to be the end of your life. Guards, round up the others while I take this one to my chambers. And with that, we will move on to the next person, who is the guard who is standing in the room as well with him. So he will run past you, Galatea. Now, actually, he's not going to be run out of your range because he's still diagonally there, but he does come through the door and catch up with Amoros. And Amoros, he is going to take an attack against you with his spear. But there's only a 9, so that's probably not going to hit you. And so he will swipe out with his talon and try and see if he can hit you with that. And that is a 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
That's a hit? Okay. That is only a 3, though. He just scratches on the back of the neck as you're running past.
Still hanging on.
Still hanging on. Perfect. All right. That is the end of his turn. And below, on the ground floor, we have Johan, who hears the voice. He hears Galatea cry out. And he comes running. 5, 10. Oh, actually, you can do 5, 10, 15. He sees you, Kane. And hearing the voice echoing down the hallway, he will carry on 25, 30. But unfortunately, he can't get past you, Amoros. There's nowhere for him to go. He could you know what? He could
actually missed that I needed to do a concentration check for the dancing lights.
Okay. Yep. I mean, it's 10 or half the damage, so it's only a 3. So. But you'll probably survive that.
16, it's still remaining.
Okay. He comes up to this point here. He is going to. Did you come into this room? Is that door open or closed? I can't tell. It was open, so that's fine.
I did step into that one.
That's fine.
But if I remember correctly, right after I did, Tusvan opened the other door.
That's fine. I just wanted to. Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to find out if the door was open or not. So, as it is open, Tusvan will be able to. Johan will be able to jump in here, and then he'll be able to attack this one. He wouldn't have been able to attack otherwise because you're in the way. But seeing as that he can go diagonally into this room and then out, he can now get an attack on this Owlin. So he is going to make an attack with his longsword. He gets a natural 1.
Don't hit me.
He tries a maneuver where he dodges around you into the doorway frame, tries to take an attack, but he's just not got the reach to be able to do it, and he misses this one. And as he comes up, he calls out, "Where is Galatea? Is she here?" As he takes another attack with his short sword. Oh, that's definitely going to hit though with a 22. That's another 5 points. Oh, we'll close that door. Whoops. All right. Yes, and he stabs into this Owlin. The Owlin is damaged, but he's still staying upright currently. And yeah, Johan, as he stands beside you, fighting as well. Amros, he just says to you, "Galatea, Galatea, where is Galatea? Is she here?"
She's in the next room. Along with this, when I'm the fucking captain of the guard.
Galatea, wait, I will be there. I will be there, Galatea. Wait, do not engage.
A bit late for that.
I won't.
Okay, that is the end of his turn, sadly. Tiswan, would you like to make me your first death save, please? Oh dear. Okay, that's a failure on the first one. Okay. Kane, it is your turn.
Okay, I need to get myself into this room and see what the hell's going on.
Yeah, as you come around that corridor, you see Johan barreled past you, and now seems to be fighting from a doorway halfway down this corridor. Amros is there as well. There's an Owling guard behind him that they seem to be attacking currently.
Okay, well, seeing much like Johan, there's not really much that I can do in terms of getting through this corridor. But at the very least, I can help people out.
If you've got the movement, because you can move through a friendly space, so I would say you could go past Amros and into that doorway because it's diagonally across.
Yeah,
and you're not leaving this Owlin's space. So if you've got the movement, I say you could get into that room.
As Kane catches up to us, I would say they need healing in there fast.
So I rush past this Owlin as he's engaging Johan, barreling into the room, not knowing what to expect, and then see this scene unfold before me.
You come face to face with Eldrin Paleclaw standing there with two swords, smiling. Tisvan laying unconscious on the floor, and Galatea basically on her knees now, heavily wounded.
Holding her middle, just blood everywhere.
Okay. Galatea is still conscious, correct?
Yes.
She's in a lot of pain, but she's still conscious.
Yeah. She needs a Nurofen.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Alpol. Okay, well, what to do? I think it's gonna have to be. I really want to keep myself in the battle, as much as I want to do some damage to this cocky prick. I haven't heard his gloating, so maybe that's why Kane chooses to do this. I will healing word as a bonus again on Tisman.
Okay. Yep. Sure.
And then I am going to take the dodge action.
Let me find, where are we? Healing word. Oh, I see. Okay. The reason it took that off before is when they're highlighted, they're full. I see. Okay. So, in fact, it seemed like you had no spell slots left. But like, that may have been an issue from when we started the thing before. I thought the yellow coloured in meant that you'd use them, but it's the opposite. They go down as you've used them. So that's why it got taken off last time when I clicked it to use it. It's expended at that point. So I've been using them in the wrong way. So I think you probably would have had those spell slots though, because I can't imagine you used them all the last time. So
I know that command was a level 2, so maybe I only have one of those left.
Yeah, I'll flick one on for the level 2, and you've got one left at the first level. So we'll leave it as it is there with this last casting of healing word. So that confused me there. I would have thought it was the other way around, but that's fine. Okay, so let's see how much healing you do. Okay, that's 6 points of healing to you, Tisvan. And sorry, what did you say you were going to do next?
Dodge.
Take the dodge action. Okay, perfect. All right. So, yes, casting this spell as you come into this room, Tisvan, you regain consciousness from the floor. Looking up, you see the Owlin mockingly standing there above you.
When Tisvan sees this, he spits out some blood, looks up at him, and not out of this yet.
But yeah, that's my turn.
No worries. All right. So now we turn back to Amros.
I have the wrong thing equipped for this moment, but it's still what Amos would use, so he's gonna smack this owling with his quarterstaff. It's been a while since he's gone close combat, and I've regretted every moment that I didn't pick any close combat spells.
Go for it. Oh, you swing with your quarterstaff, and
I blame the small space.
The owlin ducks. You swing round with the quarterstaff, and it doesn't break, but you hear a crack in that quarterstaff as it smacks against the wall, and you feel like you've slightly weakened it.
Oh man, my sister gave me this one.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Just to mess around. All 4 of the dancing lights around his freaking face.
Okay. So yeah, they all come flying through the doorway, and they just sort of get up at his grill, just like buzzing around just to try and confuse and disorientate him as he's trying to fight in this corridor.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, I would like to try to move out of the way so that Jorhan would be able to engage properly. If I move out of his freaking range, he will freaking kill me most likely.
He might miss.
Why do you make this hard for me?
It's up to you. He might miss his corridor, you know. Anything's
you
possible.
Know what? I have one thing. If he hits, he will fucking regret it.
Okay. All right. So you take a step back. All right. So he is going to try and hit you with the spear as you go back. But I'm going to give him disadvantage on this because the lights are all buzzing around. These 4 lights are flying in his face. You're in a corridor, and he's going to try and swing out best he can. So let's see. So disadvantage. He gets an 11, which I don't think is enough to hit you.
Yes, I'm safe.
Perfect. All right. Is that everything? I think so. It's bonus and
that is all I can do. Yeah.
All right. No worries. Did you want to move any further down the corridor, or did you want to stop there?
I mean, considering that most likely Jorhan's gonna smack the shit out of this guy next turn, and whatever, if I move, he's 90% chance he's gonna catch up to me. Fuck it, I move back. I'm gonna try to stay in range to be able to charge back to the door to blast someone.
Okay.
I probably should fucking move back.
Okay.
Just need to check. Moved 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I move there for now.
Right down the end. Okay, perfect.
I should still be able to reach down.
Okay, no worries. All right, Galatea.
And I also yell out, Moira, where the fuck are you?
Do I hear anything?
You're through 2 different walls. Sure. Give me a perception again with disadvantage.
Oh God.
I will fucking burn this place down once we're done.
12.
So nearly
Yeah,
a 20.
yeah. You definitely hear voices beyond this door. It sounds it's very quiet. But you can't tell if they're in the next room having a conversation or perhaps further away and shouting. But definitely voices coming this direction. So
Okay.
yeah, but Galatea.
Galatea, well, look really thankful at Kane and give the owl person a very big but sort of vicious smile. I go, fuck you and your princess. I'm gonna teleport in there.
Okay, so you're doing Misty Step, are you?
I'm doing Misty Step.
Misty Step. Okay.
Hold on, and that's a bonus action.
Okay.
So then, as an action, I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on the owl person.
On Eldrum?
Lady. Whatever.
Yeah.
Owl lady. I can't work it out anymore.
Okay, so you're doing Ray of Frost, did you say?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, can you make me a saving throw with your spellcasting ability modifier? So
I will do my best.
D20 with a +3.
16.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So you teleport into the room. You turn around. You have this crackling ray of like frosty energy coming. She momentarily looks and turns around, trying to find out where you've gone. Sees you standing behind them down in their private chambers. Just as you unleash it, they raise a claw again, and again nothing happens.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ray of Frost.
I'm gonna swirl around and throw this Ray of Frost straight in their stupid face.
Go for it.
No, why?
I'm afraid.
Why can't I hit it?
I'm sorry. You send the bolt out of frost, and it unfortunately misses its mark, slamming against the wall, creating a frozen side of the room in there, but just missing your target, sadly.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and there's nowhere to go.
So in the room that you're in at the moment, you see that this is an office or a study of some kind. There is a bed here. There's a table with a chair, a desk of sorts. The only other exit you see in this room is over here, where you see a couple of what looks like sliding doors that open out, possibly onto a balcony of some kind.
I'm gonna go for the doors.
Okay.
At least move out of view.
Yeah, sure.
And try and open them.
Yeah. They're not locked. They open wide.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay. We're gonna go around the corner and just panic.
Okay, no worries.
I think that's as far as I can go. How far?
Yeah, you were here, so 5, 10. You've done 15 so far. Yeah, so you can get right
just
to the
gonna
corner.
go to there.
Yeah,
There.
no worries. Okay, lovely. So with that, we go to Moira.
I open the door.
You open the door, but it's locked, sadly. So now, do you have anything that you can use to try and open the door that's locked?
No.
Do you have any abilities, or do you want to use your strength, or have you got any magic that you could use?
I don't think so.
Kick in the door.
I'm not strong.
You can give it a go.
The fucking hinges are busted. I don't fucking. We need our mouse.
You can give it a go if you want. You can try. Use your strength. See if you're strong enough. I mean, unless you've got an ability like a lockpicking, or if you've got some skill or magic that you could use to try and unlock this door, it's going to have to be strength to try and bust it down, like you saw your hand do.
I don't have anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh shit.
Summon your inner
Actually,
rodent and
Moira
shoot
does not
through the door.
curse. Moira does not curse. Moira's kind of like, okay, just think how you're hunted. He was like, okay. So
give me a strength athletics, yeah. See if you can batter this door down.
Please be really high on the die, please. Okay,
Oh, it's pretty
15.
good. 15's pretty good. Yeah. I'll say that you throw yourself against this door, and you're not sure if this will work or not, but you throw your body with all your might against the door, willing yourself to go through. And although the door doesn't completely give on this turn, you do crack. You hear the wood around the lock fracture. So you think with another good hit, you probably break this door down. But that will be your action. So you'll need to try that on your next turn.
Damn it!
But you have damaged the door, so yeah, it looks like it possibly could go in the next turn.
I'm trying.
Would you like to do anything else with your movement or bonus?
I don't have anything. Why do you ask as if I can actually do something?
Well, I mean, there's other things you can do. You don't have to necessarily stay where you are.
I don't know. I got nothing.
All right. Well, if you don't want to move or anything, I will move on to the next person then, if that's right. Okay. We move on to the Alan with the halberd standing above you, Tisfin. So you're conscious again. They are going to move to here so that they get an advantage flanking with their captain, and he is going to bring the halberd down and try and put you out of your misery. But he only gets an 8, so that's not very good, is it?
Thank God.
But he is going to once again try and just give you a little slap with his talons. So we'll see if that does any better. No, that's even worse. That's a 6. So yeah, he whiffs it with the halberd. You're laying on the floor. Actually, yeah, he'd had advantage, wouldn't he? Because you didn't have a chance to stand up. You've just come conscious. So technically, he would have had advantage on both of those. So I'll do another single roll for the halberd, which is only a 16, which I think you've still got shield. Oh, did shield go down though because you went unconscious, or does that? Yeah, because you lost concentration, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So it matches.
Yeah. So meets it, beats it, isn't it? I think. So that would hit you.
That's what we've been doing.
Yeah. Okay. So he does hit with that one. Okay. So let's do damage. That's 11 points.
I'm down again.
Okay. So he brings the halberd down on top of you, and you go unconscious. All right.
How do I remove? Because I keep getting the concentration check thing.
Can you end the concentration? Does it have it? Let me have a look. Concentration shield, yes. If I click on the little button here, break concentration. There you go. So yeah,
there we go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
under the little lightning one, if you do the little three little, I presume you've got the three little dots on the side that you can click on each of your effects, your temporary effects. Can you see those or not? Maybe it's just a DM thing.
Second row to the bottom on the right side.
Yeah. Their effects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Effects.
Yeah. I see them now.
You can disable them from there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
All right. So you lost the concentration down there. All right.
Yep.
Okay, and then he will continue to move around, and he will see you, Kane, who's entered the room, and he is going to. Oh no, he's already used his claw attack, so he's just going to stand there. Okay. Beginning of a new round. Eldrum Paleclaw just witnessed Galatea teleport into his room and then try and attack him with a bolt of frost, which missed Sally and then disappear into the room. What are they going to do? As you, I will say that as you try to, you do that ice bolt, Galatea, and it misses. As you're running off further into the room, Eldrin will turn and say, "Is that all you've got, you pitiful worms? I expected more from even the likes of you. Perhaps you'll serve as lesson to the rest of the miserable town. Resistance is futile." And as you've legged it, and there's a little tin man who's just walked in, he's going to take a couple of stabs at you, Kane.
Little tin man.
So,
Little tin man.
if I'm thinking right, he technically has flanking against me, but because I'm dodging, it would revert back to a normal.
It's just a
attack?
normal attack, yeah, exactly, because you've got someone on the other side of you. All right, so they're going to try and stab you with a short sword. That is only going to be... Oh, it's an 18. Does that hit you?
An 18, yeah.
That hits? Okay. That's 7 points of piercing damage with the first sword.
So I'm down to 5 HP.
Can I adjust that on here for you, or can you do that?
Oh no, I can do that.
Okay, perfect.
Hooray!
All right.
Something I can do.
So he slashes with one and rakes across you, and anything else? He's just gonna So she's just gonna take another attack with the other short sword as well. And that's to 21, so that will hit.
Ouch! I might be down.
And that is a 11.
Yeah, I'll have a quick look, but I don't think I have any reaction spells. I'm not seeing any, no.
No reactions? Okay.
I don't believe so.
All right. So, with that then, that's enough, isn't it, to take you down?
Yeah.
Okay, and you fall unconscious along with Isfan. And then I think Eldrum is going to go into the room. So 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to wander into the room, and she's just going to wander in the room and say, "Hello? Where have you gone? Are you hiding from me? Come now. I think we're beyond it at this point. Your friends lay dormant. If you wish to save their pointless lives, come. Let us have a conversation." And that will be the end of their turn. It is now this owl in the corridor. Right. Well, they can either attack the person the tiefling running off up there, or probably more in their viewpoint at the moment is this satyr here. So it is going to take an attack against Johan. That's a 16. Johan, what is your... No, it doesn't hit Johan. He's blocks it away with his sword, and so it will try and take an attack with its talon. Oh, but that does hit with a 21. See how much damage he takes. He takes 5 points of damage. Okay, so he blocks away the spear, but gets slashed on the wrist as he does so by the sharp talons. But not enough to worry him currently. All right, we move on, and now it is Johan's turn. He steps out into the corridor, fully in front of this Owlin now. And again, he as he's attacking, he will just call out, Galatier, where are you? I'm here to help. Come. And then he will attack this guy in front of him.
Ow. I want to say something, but I'm so scared.
17 will hit. Oh, that went all over the place. That's another 7 points of damage. Okay, so the first attack, Johan brings, fueled by anger and the worry about Galatea, he slashes with his long sword, arcing through this Owlin, delivering a very serious wound to it, and then he stabs forward with his short sword, trying to put it out of its misery. And that is a 19 to hit, so damage again. And that is a total of 7. So yeah, he rakes his long sword, slicing across this Owlin as it doubles over, the lights buzzing around its head still from Amaros. He lunges forward with his short sword, stabbing the owl in the gut and finishing it off. And this Owlin will fall down dead. Let me just make sure I'm putting him down properly there. There we go. All right. So he moved 5, 10, 15 into the room, and then 20 to take up this point here. He comes running in. He jumps over the body of Cain laying on the floor. He sees Tisvan unconscious on the floor as well. He sees, as he comes in, he misses initially the Owlin behind him, but he stops, turning, seeing Eldrum down the corridor in front of his bed in his room there, and another Owlin standing just behind him. But he stays where he is, not wanting to attack, take an attack of opportunity. And he just yells out to Eldrum, Eldrum! What have you done to my village? Where is Galatea? If you have harmed her, I will have your head. And that's all he can do currently. Tisvan, please make me a second death save. Oh no!
Second verse, same as the first.
Okay. 2 failed death saves.
That's technically because he was revived or like healed, so the first death save is null. So this is technically first failed death save.
I guess that's right. Yeah, I guess it would reset. Some DMs rule it that it's just a continuation until the long rest, because you've already gone down 1. But yeah, we'll say that's fine as long as you've come back and you've been magically healed. You didn't just wake up again. So that magical healing will have reset that. So yeah, so 1 failed save then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Amaros, you see that the Owlin that you were bothering with the lights is now done. The rest of your party, apart from Moira, who you haven't seen for a good couple of minutes now in game time, are all within this room. You've just seen your hand barrel in there, calling for Eldrum and for Galatea. What would you like to do?
I'm in such a fucking bad situation in this. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna pray for luck, and I'm gonna go to this Owlin and as quick as he can rummage through his gear trying to see if he has any form of healing potions of anything that we can use to fucking bring our people back, because we're
Use the health function, can't you?
Yeah, if you want to stabilize someone, even if you don't have a first aid kit or anything, you can make a roll to try and stabilize them. So you could, if you want to, come to this point and try and stabilize Kane. Is probably, unless you want to go into the room.
Okay, just from a mechanical standpoint, how does stabilize actually work?
So
Is it that they no longer have to do death saves, or?
Yes, essentially, yes. So you can do a medicine check to try and sort of stabilize them, so they don't get any healing points from it, but they won't have to make death saves if you succeed. But that will be your action if you do that.
You know what? Fine. I'll grab Kane because I know I can reach him. I don't know if I can step into the room with the moves I got.
So
I think I have 10 left.
You've had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Have you got 30 movement or 25 movement?
I should have 30.
Okay, so I'd say you could probably move to here if you want to.
You know what? Fine, just so I can see through it. Logically, I would try to drag Kane out, like IRL, but...
I mean, that would be your action to drag him out, though, if you were going to do that, I think. Well, actually... Well, no, you could probably drag him out, but then the owl in here will have an attack of opportunity and could just finish him off.
That's the other thing. I don't see what's over
there. It's up to you. You do what you want to do.
For the gameplay, I fucking move in and try to stabilize him.
Okay. All right, so make me a medicine
Wait,
check.
doesn't that mean that Owlin get the strike on me?
No, we won't worry about that.
Wait, was that the one with the halberd?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm still within reach. Okay.
Yes, you
fine,
don't need to worry about that.
Sorry, I'm just panicking here.
That's fine. So yeah, if you can give me a medicine check, please, to see if you can stabilize him. Ooh,
Fucking course.
A natural 1. Now, I'm not going to be cruel and say you just try and stabilize him by shaking his neck violently and snapping it. So we'll just say you lean down and put your hands on him, but you're not really sure what you're doing. You try and like cover the bleeding area, but it just continues to bubble and bleed. And as you have no bandages, you kind of just sort of sit there for a moment, hoping that it will just somehow clot. But unfortunately, it doesn't. Do you want to do anything with the bonus action?
What the fuck can I do with my bonus action? That's the fucking question.
You could ask the Owlin for a plaster.
You can beg, I guess.
Do you happen to have a healing potion, kind February, sir? As if that would fucking happen.
You could ask. You can always ask. Anything else you want to do, or is that the end of your turn?
I can't think of anything at the moment. At least not anything logically.
All right, we'll move on to Galatea on the balcony.
Shit. Okay. I will move up here.
Okay.
Sorry, just got distractions. I'm here. But if you want to talk, you have to talk to us all. Let me help you.
Okay, so you're basically saying that, yeah?
Yeah. Let me help the others, and I'll talk to you. What'd you say?
Okay. In response to that, they will say, "Ah, there you are, my dear. Ah, so the mighty have fallen. Did you really think you could challenge the Scarwood Guard and walk away unscathed? You were fools to even try. But if you were to I suppose, wave a white flag and give in to us, I could hold the rest of the guards from finishing off your band of miscreants." Do you swear to lay down your weapons?
As long as the others are safe.
Of course. If you come to me here and let them know to lay down their weapons, I will make sure that you are all safe.
Okay. Katia steps in, shaking visibly, but trying to keep it together.
Okay. Do you go up to Elgin has their hand out and asking you to come over to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll go up. And look inside the room, I guess.
Okay. And so my question is, are you being truthful? Are you giving yourself up if they do this, or are you waiting to get close? You're trying to deceive them to get close?
No, I surrender.
You're surrendering. Okay. So give me persuasion then with advantage.
Especially now that I see Tisman on the floor.
Yeah.
As well. Persuasion, you say?
Yeah, with advantage.
Please. That's 11.
And 11. Oh, you had nothing to add to it. Okay. So you guys, you come closer. Elgin, yes, holds out their hand, beckoning you over. And although they say that, if you say you'll give yourself up, I believe you. You can sense that they're kind of still on edge, not still wary that you might try and pull a fast with one. So although they promise to uphold their end of the bargain if you release, they are still wary. They keep their swords out, prepared just in case you are trying to deceive them.
Galatea will hold out their hand as to take theirs if they're holding it out.
Yeah.
As
well. They don't hold their hand out for you to touch. They just hold their arm out to sort of beckon you towards them. So when you come close to them, they'll put their arm back down again, holding their sword, but they don't take your hand.
Galatea will just hold them out to the side as if
okay,
hold them down. And I put my weapons down.
Yeah. Did you have any weapons? Your hands. Yeah.
No,
okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. Well, anything else you want to do on your turn, or is that it?
I just want to call into the room.
Yeah.
And say, just stop fighting now.
Okay. All right.
Please.
We move on to Moira's turn.
Okay, do I hear any of this? My first question.
There hasn't been any more shouting or anyone calling out, so I don't think you would hear anything from where you currently are, but if you want to make me another perception check, you're more than welcome.
Sure. Normal or...
You can give me a normal one because you're as close as you're going to get to them. 13.
13?
Yeah, you can hear voices. You can hear sort of we'll say with the door slightly fractured, maybe a little bit more sound can come through. And so yeah, you can hear in the next room or beyond voices and the sounds of what could be battle.
But do I hear what's being said?
You can't hear if they're just talking. You can't hear them. No.
Okay. I am going to once again build myself up. Okay, once again, you damaged the door. It's gonna be fine. Just do it like your hand did. You're a strong mouse. Doubtful. You got this. Athletics. Normal. Or
yeah, it's athletics.
That's an 8.
Only an 8. So you throw your tiny mousy body up against this door as well. Again, it fractures, but it's just barely hanging on. But you cannot get through it. This lock is still holding on.
Dang you, you stupid door!
I'll let you take one final attack if you want to with your bonus action, seeing as you haven't got another bonus action.
Oh, thank God.
So I'll let you have another bash at it if you want.
Same thing.
Yep.
Because you're not so strong, mouse.
Get 10 or more and you'll break through. Hey.
It's a
9. It's a 10 with a -1.
Damn it!
So you throw your mousy body up against it with the last bit of energy you've got. The lock holds firm. You can see the door is splintered. You can see in now to the room beyond, which seems to be some sort of kitchen, but it's not a big enough hole for you to get through still.
I am so confused with the layout of this building. It's fine. I don't know where I am.
I know where
Neither
you are.
do we.
Cool.
I know where the rope does.
Okay. It is now the Owlin's go. Now, this Owlin hasn't been given a command yet by Eldrum. So because this is all happening sort of simultaneously. So he is still under the impression of attacking. So he is going to try and attack Johan because he's the closest one to him at the moment. So he's going to try and take an attack with his halberd, which he succeeds in doing with a 22. Where were all these rolls last week? Ooh, that's a 9.
You got it now.
I do, yeah. That's a 9.
They could go back to wherever they were.
I know. He slashes with this halberd, and although he tries to defend himself, Johan does take a nasty slice to the side, injuring one of his arms. And it will then take another attack, but this time with its talon. But that's a natural 1. So I'm going to say he launches out with its talon attack, and after taking that heavy blow, Johan whips round with his short sword in defense, and he cuts off the talon of one of the talons off of the foot of this bird, so he cannot attack with his talon again. All right, that is the end of his turn, and it is the start of a new round. Eldrum stands smiling down at you, Galatea, and looks forward into the room. He waves to you and says, "Follow me, my dear." And he steps into the room. And he looks at the the litter of bodies on the floor, his own men as well as some of yours. And he will say, I think that's quite enough. For now, Skaldgard, stand down. I suggest you all do the same. I have the word of Galatea here. Did you ever say your name? I don't know if you said your name, Galatea, or maybe one of the other ones called you by your name.
Oh, well, I think Johan has said it quite
Yeah.
enough.
I have the lady of Galatea, is it? That you will put down your weapons. If you don't wish to see the rest of your party extinguished. And that is all Eldrin will do on their turn. The only guard in the room that is currently attacking will stand in a position in a more of a defensive pose rather than attacking now, and heed the words of Eldrin. It's your hand next. After seeing you, Galatea, with Eldrin, he will look towards you and say, Galatea is... You can see that you're badly wounded. Himself wounded. He can see the bodies of two of the other. He looks at you and he looks at Eldrin. We just wanted to talk to you. It did not have to end like this. But I yield. You can see he grits his teeth as he puts his sword and throws his sword and his longsword to the ground. Tisvan. Now, we'll finish this round, and then it'll be up to you guys to decide what you're doing at this point. We'll either end the combat there, or depending on what you do, it may continue. So we'll have a round, finish this one off, and then we'll see. So for now, Tisvan, can you make me a death save? Oh, it's a natural 20, which means you are back to 1 health point.
He's alive.
Hell yeah.
As you lay on the floor there, you suddenly something happens. Your body, your heart just pumps that one more time and sends some blood flow back into your body, and you regain consciousness. You're still on the ground, but you are conscious. But I believe that happens at the end of your turn. So actually, does it happen at the end or the beginning of the turn? I can never remember. You know,
I can look it up quickly.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Here we go.
We're just looking something up, Valadomir. We're just looking to see the rule.
Okay, cool.
Rolling a 20 on a death save puts you at 1 hit point. You can then take your turn.
Perfect. Okay, so you come to consciousness, and with 1 hit point, and what would you like to do?
Do I see Yorham putting down his weapons?
Yeah, we'll say that because this is sort of all happening simultaneously. You didn't hear what was said because this happened after that, but you come to consciousness. Your eyes flick open. Just as you see your hand throw his long sword and his short sword to the floor.
Tisvan will look up at Yorhan, look around the room, see Kane also down, no sign of Galatea or Moira. Amaros in the corner.
Amaros has a very panicked look trying to stabilize Kane.
He will reach out, use the last of his 5 points of lay on hands, and just touch Kane.
Okay.
Just to save him, and then just put his head down, because he understands we've lost.
Okay. So you get an extra 5 points of lay on hands, Kane. I've just added that on there for you. And as you roll back, exhausted on the floor, Tisfin, Kane, you come back to consciousness as well.
I know this sucks, but I would rather be alive and in prison than TBK.
Kane, would you like to do anything on your turn?
I came back just in time.
Yeah.
I literally just finished.
Perfect timing.
the baby.
You, Tisfin came to consciousness with a natural 20 and then used the last bit of their lay on hands to bring you back to consciousness.
Thank goodness. Okay.
And although you won't have heard this, Eldrum had made a deal with Galatea that the guard will stop attacking you if you surrender. But you've been unconscious this time, so you just wake up. You see Tisfin is on the ground, conscious but heavily wounded. You see Amoros in the corner, heavily wounded as well, but standing. Johan is wounded, not as badly as the others, but he has just thrown his sword and his short sword on the floor as a sign of giving up.
Oh, this is so...
Fireball! I'm taking you all with me.
I cannot learn that spell.
Oh, if you only knew how much I wish I had the spell right now.
I don't care how big the room is. I cast Fireball.
Okay, let me have a real quick look through my spells. I wasn't expecting to be up and about on my turn.
Yeah, no worries.
Whatever you want to do, I'm behind you, dude.
I am going to use my last spell, I think.
Okay.
Can you see on my sheet, have I used my Channel Divinity yet?
Let me have a look. It says 1 of 1 here, so I assume you must have it still.
Okay, hopefully. Apologies if I had used it already.
I mean, you guys came here like after a full rest, so I can't remember you using it in the instance that you've done now. It's only been like a few spells, and then you've been attacking normally.
Rules as written, I believe what I can do is I can cast Aid with my action, targeting myself, Tisvin, and Amoros.
Okay, and so that's with your Channel Divinity.
No, that's just the spell. The Channel Divinity comes afterward.
Okay, so you're casting a spell first.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're doing aid first. Okay.
And then I would be using my Channel Divinity. You might have to quickly look at what it says for the descriptor, or I'll Google it. But I think it's like Orders Demand or something. Orders Command?
Hang on a sec. So is this Channel Divinity now that you're talking about?
Yeah.
You've got Turn Undead. I don't know what the other one is that you're... Oh, Orders Demand. Here we go. You present your holy symbol, and each creature of your choice that can see and hear you within 30 feet of you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you until the end of your next turn, or until the charmed creature takes any damage.
Okay, it wasn't that one then.
No?
My apologies. There's one there that should be, when I target a creature with a spell that's friendly, I can use my reaction to make them make an attack. If they so choose.
Okay. The only ones that say Channel Divinity are you've got Turn Undead and you've got Orders Demand. No, it says you can also cause any of the charmed creatures to drop what they are holding when they fail a saving throw.
Here we go. I thought it was a Channel Divinity, but it turns out it isn't, actually. It's just an ability.
Okay.
It's the voice of authority. Starting at first level, you can invoke the power of law to embolden an ally to attack. If you cast a spell with a spell slot of first level or higher and target an ally with the spell, that ally can use their reaction immediately after the spell to make one weapon attack against a creature of your choice that you can see.
Oh, okay.
If the spell targets more than one ally, you choose which ally makes the attack.
Okay, so you're gonna cast this at what?
I'm casting aid on me, Tisvan, and Amaros.
Okay.
And then I don't know who wants to. Oh no, you're not really in range of anyone, are you, Amaros? Because that one's down, so it might have to be Tisvan, I think, unless the other one's dead as well.
So is that, if you cast a spell with a spell slot of first level or higher and target an ally with a spell, that ally can use their reaction immediately after the spell to make one weapon attack against. Okay, so you're going to use the healings. So let's do the healing first then. So you're going to use your second level spell of aid.
Yes, it's 5 temporary hit points for each of us, I believe.
5 temporary hit points and increases your current hit points by 5 as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, each target hit point maximum and the current hit points increase by 5.
Oh, okay, it's not temp HP, it's max HP. That's even better.
Yeah, so your maximum HP goes up by 5 and you also gain 5 hit points. So add 5 on, because I'm not sure it's going to make any difference, the extra ones for the right for now. So just give yourself 5 hit points each. That's you, Amaros, and Tisvan. So you each gain 5 hit points, and then with that voice command, you're basically going to tell Tisvan to give him the option of using his reaction to attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he have to do that, or is it his choice still? Because he can use his reaction if he wants to.
That ally can use their reaction immediately.
All right. So we'll say it's a choice then. So basically, you've now got a free attack if you want to use it. Tisvan.
Tisvan being who Tisvan is, he will.
Okay.
So he will attack this one, because that's the most threatening one at the moment.
I think he's the only one that's alive in the room as well.
Yeah.
Apart from the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you could take
the other guy.
Yeah, I mean, you could take an attack against him, yeah. Because you've got your glaive, haven't you? Do you want to stand up first, or are you going to do this from the floor?
Oh, I'm going to stand up first.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, so you stand up.
And let's see.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Ooh.
Let's see if the damage has fixed itself, so it doesn't roll weirdly as it did last time.
Yeah.
That is 10 damage.
10 damage on him. That is enough. That guard who put up his weapon in defense after being told to stand down, you stand up from your prone position and slice him in half with your glaive, and he is dead.
Then Tisvan will shout out, "We can fucking do this!"
Pulling himself out of death, healing another guy, and then carrying on.
All right.
The constant turn flipping of this fucking fight.
I know. Okay.
Tisvan is brutal.
Amaros, it is your turn.
Okay, I need to ask, have we hit the captain at all?
No.
No.
Get him.
Yeah,
although he's the only person left, so
yeah. The people who've been casting magic missile, I'm like, every time that happened and y'all aimed everyone except the captain.
Yeah, because they're easier to kill, and you're not here, so you don't get to talk about this.
you're already in prison. You're already there. Okay, Amros, what are you doing?
I have another fucking... No, wait, if I do that... Galatea, why do I have to be close?
Don't worry. Get him.
Fuck it. Seeing... just another one of the guards go down, Amros is gonna go, okay, we're still fucking in it! Throw his arm over his head towards the captain. He casts another Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Please
Okay,
hit.
perfect. So, before you do that, though,
Damn it.
now you can use that roll if you want. It's up to you because I hadn't got to get this out straight away. But I need you to make in fact, just roll again because I have to say this. So you need to do a saving throw using your spellcasting modifier. So a d20 roll, and then you need to add your spellcasting modifier, which is for you is
Charisma.
Charisma. So you got a plus, I guess +5, isn't it? Because it's +3 plus. We'll say you're efficient in it as well. So you've got a +5 to this.
It's the spell DC, right? Or am I...
Spell save. Oh, spell save DC. Sorry, I've been using +3 for when Galatea was doing it earlier. What is your
Charisma saving throw.
Yeah, so it is a
Okay.
+3 would be that, but I'm saying you're proficient, so you have a +5.
I mean, I am proficient in my charisma. That was still a fucking 12.
That is not quite enough, I am afraid. As you go to send out your Eldritch Blast towards Eldrin, they raise their arm, and whereas this has not happened previously because Galatea kept rolling too high, as you go to cast this Eldritch Blast, they hold up their arm, and the Eldritch Blast leaves your hand and then disappears.
Oh, this fucking... Okay, where's the pole I can stuff this turkey with? Hey, I have a fucking staff.
But
Yes, it's gonna stuff a turkey.
now this is just that's just a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it had been a spell, you would have still lost the spell slot. Basically,
I figured,
Eldritch-
which is still gonna piss me off.
Eldrim has just basically taken the memory or the knowledge of that spell. He's just plucked it from your mind, only temporarily. But you used it, but then you, as you were casting, forgot how to cast it, and so it dissipated.
Oh, you have no idea how empty Amros feels without that. He's pretty much just like, he was on his knees by Kane, and at this point after that, he's just with his arms still extended, just staring empty-eyed, knowing something is wrong. Like, that is all he is right now. God damn.
But yeah, that is your action. Any bonus action you'd like to do? Any movement?
I would say Amos is in too much of a shock of that to know what to do.
Okay. All right. We move on. Galatea.
Well, fuck. We both. Magic missile.
Magic missile. Yep. No worries. Go for it.
Do I have to roll anything?
You do not know.
Yeah.
Is a reaction which has just been used.
Yep.
Except, well, damage.
Oh, there we go. All right. That's a
Nice.
4. A 3.
Nice.
10 points. Okay, so as Eldrim manages to quash this spell before you, they are then pummeled in the back by 3 magic missiles, 4 slamming into the back of their head from Galatea, who had previously given her word, and just been slamming the back. And the Owlin, their their smile fades momentarily. Anything else you'd like to do?
It goes to the people who deserve it. Okay. And Galatea will still like shuffle backwards out of the door if she can.
Yeah.
And close it.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, close the door. That's it.
And then she will just like hold on for dear fucking life.
All right, lovely. Moira, this door has got to break this time. You're 100% sure. One more throw of your body against it, it will go down. No worries.
At some point today, I will take down this door. This door is my number one enemy right now.
You don't have any others.
Go for it.
Okay. B. You're hun, but a mouse. You're strong. Cree.
Yay!
16.
Nice.
There it is.
You throw yourself at that door with as much force as possible, and it shatters as your little mousy body goes flying through it. It splinters, and you roll into what appears to be a kitchen. A dull flame still glows in the fireplace there, but yeah, a warm kitchen. There seems to be various foods and pots and pans and stuff. Plenty of food to go around, even though the fawn that you saw in the cage obviously has had none.
Oh, me mad.
And you see another door going from the kitchen into what you presume is where the noise is coming from.
Go into the door.
Go for it.
I would like to open it.
Go for
or
it.
attempt to open it.
Okay, go for it. Oh, it opens! Hooray! And finally, Moira appears from the doorway. You see, you see the badly injured group in front of you. You see the bodies of 3 Owlin dead on the table. Your party members seem to be very badly wounded, yet still fighting. And you see the captain, Elgin Palecore, standing in a defensive position.
Now, if a mouse could ever look scary or ferocious or anything like that, Moira's busting in like... Probably not. It's
now,
just a scream, like, finally!
I would say kind of like the GIF that Trapdoor just posted in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, would you like to do anything with your action? Because we'll say that busting the door was a bonus.
I would very much like to send a spell.
Sure, go for it.
Hold on, just a second. I need to breathe. I am here, my friends. Harmona.
Good that you are, because we need some healing right now.
I mean, okay, I'll keep it simple. I see all of my friends hurt, and I see the dead Owlins, and I see the captain, and I'm like, you! Hold on, where is my chant? Where is my thingy? Oh, flame gathering in the heavens, inflict terror upon my enemies! And I cast Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Excellent. Do I have to make a dexterity? Don't I have that? Yeah, dexterity saving throw. Okay, Eldrin. Be dexterous.
No!
Oh, that's a 24.
Damn!
Whoa.
Does it still take?
Same through 1d8 random damage. The target gains no benefit from cover for this. No, because it's a cantrip, isn't it? I think. So,
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, no
Yeah.
damage.
Everything's simple.
All right. Would you like to move? Have you got 5, 10, 15? Have you got a little bit more movement if you want to move into the room further, or you can stay where you are? It's up to you.
That was 15. I'm gonna go here into this corner.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Now, I'm conscious that Amros, you've said that you need to sort of had a hard limit on 9 o'clock, or the hour now, whatever hour it is with you, 10, is a hard limit for you. Are you able to continue a little bit longer, or do you need to stop?
I'm able to continue a little bit long.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes, we can. Kill this
It's
guy.
up to you. We'd have to have this final fight like push back
Oh,
to
I'm
another
too
week.
pissed at this guy to go to bed.
Okay. All right. Well, then we will continue, and it is Eldrim's turn. Eldrim sees you enter, Moira, and the rest of you looking injured but defiant. Johan, weapons are on the floor, but since you guys have attacked, it looks like he probably will be picking them up on the next turn as well. And so Eldrim, seeing that his numbers have dwindled slightly, decides to back into this room. Now, I'll allow you, Tisman, to take a attack of opportunity, seeing as you are within the 10 feet.
Why, thank you.
Roll high.
Didn't Galatea close the door?
Not that door, no.
19.
19
there's
does
another
hit,
one in
yes.
that. 7 points of damage.
Lovely. Okay, so as he backs away, you manage to get another attack on him, slicing him on the arm as he tries to back through. And then he closes the door.
He's running.
Doesn't he have to do something to open the door? I was holding on to it.
Oh, you're holding on to the door?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no
Holding
worries.
on to their life.
All right, okay, no worries. So I'll close that door there. So as he goes to try and open this door here, we'll have a contested strength check then to see if you can hold on to the door.
But it's worth a try.
Okay, go for it. So we'll have a strength roll then from you. It's strength athletics.
Athletics, okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
11? Okay.
Please be noodly like me.
Okay. Why has he not got his abilities on here?
Gee, Fey.
That's
Gee.
weird. I'm not cheating because I'm looking for I've only got the strength. Okay, well I'll have to. I'll do the strength, but I can't add the proficiency for the. It doesn't have a list of their abilities. All right, I'll have to add 2 onto this, I guess. Yeah, I'll just roll this normal roll then. Oh, that's a natural one. Jesus Christ. So
No,
Elton
no.
grabs the door, tries to pull it. It can't quite hold. You hold the door firmly shut, so that they can't actually open it.
No.
So it's just like, so yeah, pathetically weak. Unfortunately, this person is. So they went in there, closed the door. Okay, so I guess I'll say the bonus action was to try and open the door. Didn't fail to do that, so they'll get 1 attack. So he's going to try and bust the door open. Yeah, I guess he's just going to try and attack the door because it's just a thin sliding door. So I'm going to make an attack with the short sword to try and break it open. I think a natural 20 hits a door. So I'm not even going to bother rolling the attack damage. They try to open the door, can't. and just bring both their swords up and just smash this thin sliding door, and it just shatters and blasts wood over you like that. But that is their action. They step through the door to you and say, "You are coming very quickly, my least favorite of the group. You gave me your word the others would lay down their lives. Now you will lay down your life." But that is all they can do because they don't have any other abilities to do it. They've used all their movement and they've used their bonus and their actions. So that is the end of that turn. We move on to Johan, who picks up his weapons and says, "I can't believe the tables have flipped so quickly. Please, let us go. We must save Galatea." Runs towards the door, opens the door. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. Runs up. The door is smashed open. Eldrin Playerclaw is there confronting Galatea. He can see, Galatea, that you have taken damage and comes in flying in with a sword attack against Eldrin.
When Johan runs over there, Moira's gonna be like, wait, what do you mean rescue Galatea? What do you mean save Galatea? What?
16 does not hit. Damn it. Okay, short sword attack. Oh, 23 to hit. Yeah, it's always the short sword. Everyone attack with short swords. They're the ones that always hit. Okay, so damage. Oh, 9 points. Nice, Johan.
Woo!
Okay, whittling down. Eldrim still looking relatively good, but definitely took a few stabs there from Johan, and you can just see Galatea, Johan. In his face is a mix of relief of seeing you, but noticing how damaged you are, and just pure anger at this Owlin who not only has mocked him, who has belittled him and his authority in this town since he arrival, but also lording himself over the all of you in your injured state, and then only to run as the moment that he got the chance, or she got the chance to. You will pay for what you have done to my village. But that's the end of his turn. Tisvan.
Before running after Johan, Tisvan will. Okay.
I'll say that Johan didn't close the door behind him.
Okay. We'll call out to Moira and say, Galatea's in the other room. She was rather hurt last I saw her. And then book it after Johan.
Perfect. I'm going to have to excuse myself for 1 second so I could go to the little boy's room, and then I will be back.
That's very cute.
Should be able to. Well, let's.
I guess we can nip out whenever we need to, but the DM is not so lucky.
Yep. So yeah, let's see. That is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah.
Just gonna wait for our DM before I do anything else.
I just want him to stay because he's gonna just fly off, but at the same time I'm absolutely terrified of her. Yeah.
I will say there's been so many times in this session that I've regretted not playing our barbarian.
Yeah.
The rage would have been very appropriate here.
Oh, yes.
But Kane, that was the best decision ever.
It really was.
Right, I'm back again. Sorry about that.
No,
having a mug of tea and a pint of water during the game. It's not conducive
We were
to
just
saying.
praising Kane for being an absolute genius.
Yeah, there was a clutch move, turn the tables.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very good. Right, let's continue. Tisfin, you have run into the room. I can see you're up close and personal. So would you like to make an attack?
Yep.
Go
Do
for it.
what I do best, using my glaive.
Go for it. 19
It's
hits.
a 19 hit.
Yes. Oh, only a 5
That's
though.
a 5.
Okay, no worries. That's good. Went them down.
Oh, now I remember. Now I realize why it does that. It's because I have Great Weapon Master, or the Great Weapons fighting style. So if it rolls a 1 or a 2, it re-rolls it. That's why it does that.
I see. Okay, perfect. Good to know.
Yeah, no, don't want to kill him. So yeah, I'll hold it there.
Okay,
For my
perfect. All right, no worries. Okay, Kane.
I suppose we're dogpiling this guy, aren't we? We don't want him to escape.
Gal. Right? Is it a girl? Is
Yeah,
it a lady?
it is a she. But I keep
my
forgetting. I keep saying he and she, and I keep interchanging it all the way through.
I think
It is supposed to be a
actually
she.
I think when back at the freaking tree, it was a he, but yep.
It's always been a she, but I keep mixing it up because I'm not doing a voice that in my mind that is feminine, so because of reasons, but I keep fucking it up. So it is a she though. That's how.
I mean, to be fair, you have to keep track of like
Yeah, a lot of things are going on.
characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your hand has referred to them as she previously as well. So
This table in front of me or desk.
yes,
How high is it?
it's like a couple of feet.
Could I knock the stuff off and climb atop it?
Sure.
Okay, great. I throw the stuff away from
Yep.
the table.
We'll say it just takes an extra 5 feet of movement to climb up on top of the table.
Mm-hmm. I clamber onto the top of it, which I imagine would give me a much better view. Now that the hulking frames of the two muscular men in front
Yeah, they're
of
just
me
like
are-
bodyguarding this one.
Basically, yeah. I need line of sight with the enemy.
Yeah, no worries.
So I climb up on here.
Okay.
I think I just closed the door, possibly. I didn't mean to.
You go in and say, "Don't worry, guys, we've got it." Close the door, lock. and then Moira has to keep
will get
battling
in
this
again.
door open. Another door to get through.
Leave this one to Team Stoic, guys. We've got this. I will cast Toll the Dead. Let's take this son of a gun out.
Okay, perfect. Let me remind myself what Tell the Dead. Draw spells. Fill the air. Target must get a wisdom saving throw. Okay, wisdom saving throw for you. How wise are you, Eldrum?
Well, he crossed us, so not much.
Yes.
I mean, judging by how big of a problem we had taking him down.
Oh, a 6 is probably
Debatable.
not high enough for whatever that is. So, so that is 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of the, it's 1d12 then.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll that, or can you roll that?
No, I'll need you to.
Okay. 1d12. Oh dear. Sorry about that. It's just a 2.
That's fine. Let's just take what we can get. You know, all damage helps.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, perfect. So yes, necrotic energy blasts from your hand into the owl, and you just see them kind of rack for a second there. Strangely, though, as the spell takes effect on them, this necrotic energy, normally you see these sort of black veins and what have you on the body of the creature. You see them move in pain as if they were, but you don't see the black veins. Just something that's odd that doesn't normally happen, or something that's different than that normally happens in there.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm out of spell slots, and I don't think I have any bonus actions, so
Okay.
nope.
All right, Amros.
We gotta kill a turkey. We gotta kill a turkey. Yes, I'm a little bit barbaric
Okay.
right now. Can I see him past our...
Yes, you can see her, but just about past. Yeah.
Well, I don't have my Eldritch Blast at the moment.
No, you do have it. Is in that instance you forget how to cast it, so you've still got
just
it
at the instant.
in that instance. Yeah, so you basically it's gone and you've forgotten.
Well, I guess it's gonna cast an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So if you're going to cast an Eldritch Blast, can you please make me a saving throw again, please?
Okay.
Which is D20, and then we said you can add a 5, didn't we?
Yeah, you did say it was a saving throw for the spellcasting.
Yeah.
$17.
Yep, that's enough. Okay, so as you begin to do this spell, Eldrin holds their hand up again, but this time nothing happens, and your Eldritch Blast goes off. But a 14 will not hit, unfortunately.
Well, dang it. Yeah, that's sadly all I can do.
Okay. All right. Galatea.
Okay. I'm gonna bet on the owl person being distracted now at all the other people here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try and very subtly
Take their wallet.
wrap some rope around the leg
Okay.
and tie it if I can.
All right. So,
Loosely, but not so loose that they can slip out of it. Just to try and make it so they can't feel it.
all right. So this is going to be more of a sort of a stealth move then, because you're going to try and do this without them noticing.
Yeah.
So give me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
To see if you can kind of do this, putting the rope around the leg and trying to tie it while everything else is going on.
Yeah. Oh, 16.
16? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say 16's enough. With everything else going on, being attacked by 3 other people as well, or 4 other people as well as this going on. So I'm gonna say the least person, the person they're least are worried about at the moment is the person who's heavily injured, which is you, Galantir. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend that I'm buckling over in pain.
Yeah, oh. All right, so you slip this rope around and tie it basically onto their ankle. And are you holding the other end of the rope?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, so that's your action. Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna just try and leave out the end of the rope so this one can grab onto it when.
Oh, right. Okay, so you tie it around and you're kind of getting it ready to hand to someone stronger. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Moira.
Okay. I can get myself over here.
Are you sure you don't want to? You want to look see if there's any more books in here?
Yeah, there could be books.
Don't you even dare.
There's some interesting books and parchment on the table.
Shh. There, okay. Everyone's bundled up together.
Yep.
Lovely.
Yay.
Yeah, just right for a fireball now.
Don't have one.
I didn't mean
The
you.
fact we've been bundling up is literally my biggest problem right now.
Yeah, because my plan was to come in here and start healing people, but then y'all start doing things.
Well, you weren't here, so we had to do things.
I doubt I can see him from here. Faye.
Yeah, you can see them.
The captain. Can I see the captain?
Yeah, you can see the captain. Yeah.
Oh, I can.
Hmm.
Okay. I really wanna save. Here in a minute. Let's throw another sacred flame in there. Dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay. Oh, 11.
Haha, that is a failure. Mwahaha.
Okay, so what is the damage? That is 1d8 radiant damage.
Yes.
Ooh. A little burst of radiant of energy beams down into Eldrin. But they still seem reasonably well off, healthy at the moment. They've definitely taken a lot of damage, but they seem still at least not blooded yet. Okay, well, now we move on to Eldrin's go. Eldrin looks at you, Galatea, and
Oh, my stomach. Oh.
looks down at you and says, "How dare you dare raise your weapons against me, the hand of the princess herself? I shall make an example of you. Let it be known that none defy the Scarwood Guard and live to tell the tale." And with that, they will try and stab you with their short sword.
That's probably fair.
Hey, if the hand is rotten, you got it off.
Yeah, that hits. That's a hit.
That's a hit, all right.
An 18.
That is
Yeah, it
8
doesn't matter. I
points
have
of
one
damage.
hit point.
So they step forward and stab you in front of Johan and Tisfan. Stab you in the body, and you fall down unconscious.
My pretend, hurting is now like just completely gone, and then
Okay.
just slumped down.
You slump down, and the rope that you had hold of falls to the floor.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully one
Okay.
of the others will see it.
And then with their second attack, they will turn around smiling, seeing well, probably both, but more so Johan, eyes go wide at seeing Galatea go down. Although both of you, probably are wide-eyed at this. And seeing that you are slightly more injured, Tisfan, they are going to strategically aim for you.
Bastard.
Jesus Christ.
You really have
Stop
something
it!
against this man, don't you?
I'm like, you got one last time. I'm going to have 3 natural 20s this time.
Well, Tisman
Apparently.
has had these in a row now,
Hmm.
so it just sort of all
Justice
stacked up
has
now.
been done. What
But you can't roll anymore,
what health
'cause
are you
he's
on?
only rolled 3.
You're on 6, aren't you? So
6.
I can't roll less than 6. Roll less than
so
10.
I'm just...
Yeah. So he turns around, he stabs you. He turns around, smiling at the both of you. Does a fake out for Johan, and then stabs you, Tisfan, in the chest as you go down.
Moira screams, "No!
And then Elgin will smile, looking at Johan, and say, anyone can pretend to be the Burgermeister here, but I think everyone knows who's really in charge. And then we'll take a step around the corner here, not leaving Johan's space, but just out of sight of the rest of you. And that will be the end of their turn. Johan is pissed.
Rage!
He's pissed. We're all pissed.
Johan follows round the corner as Elgin steps back and says, "It does not matter what you think of me, but you will rule the day that you step foot in my town." And he will take an attack against Elgin with his longsword. Oh, another natural 20.
Oh,
Justice!
hell yeah!
Jeez,
Go Johan.
Justice
I'm
been
glad
served.
I've installed that mod that gives me 20s every 50% of the time that I play.
Oh, so
That's
that's
ridiculous.
why.
That is ridiculous. I've never ever rolled so many. All right, well, luckily those on the other side.
not
So,
you,
so Johan gets an 25 to hit, which definitely hits. That is an 8. So we need another D8 plus 3 on there as well. Oh, and that's a 7. So that's 8. What's that? 15, 16, 17, 18.
What?
18 points of damage with his first attack. He wrecks Eldrin Paleclaw. He slices deep within their flesh. But now the rest of you don't see this because he's around the corner. But as he passes the sword through, there is a shimmer to Eldrin's vision, to the Owlin body, just for a split second. But Johan steps back for a second, just, what the hell are you? You're no Owlin. And then he goes in for an attack with his short sword.
Busted.
Oh, fuck off.
Are you kidding me?
Another natural 20.
I mean, you've had luck on your short swords, to be fair, but 2 in a row?
That's ridiculous. How could it
At
be?
least it evens out now.
Jeez.
Thank
Oh, wait, it's
you
like
are
3 in a
weird.
row, because the bastard did 1 too.
You're
You're never allowed to complain when I get a nat 20
No, I know.
again.
This is stupid. I
Yes,
feel like,
did-
and it's the bloody NPC as well. Okay.
Did
Yeah, but-
hey. Did Faye just roll 3 natural 20s in a row?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I did. Yeah. Let me.
What the hell, man?
I'm gonna roll the damage in a second, but I'm just gonna roll another attack just to make sure there isn't some bug going on with this rolling natural 20s. Well, that's an 18, so it's still high, but it's not another 20. So okay, I guess it's just luck. All right, well, not lucky for Elgin in this case because we need to roll. So that's a 2 plus it would be a D6. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. As he thrusts his short sword into the chest of Elgin, their smile now fully gone and fear behind their eyes, but not the eyes of the Owlin. Just find this bit here.
What's happening?
There is a flicker and a shift. Not that any of you see this in the body of Elgin, and for a moment, the vision of this pompous Owlin shimmers and fades, flickering for a moment. Your hand sees their true form, but then it returns back to the owl again. But only he sees this, so it's all just fluff text. But that is all that Johan can do currently. As he says again, "What are you?" And we move on to A death save for Tisfin, please. Hey, natural 20. You're up with 1 hit point again. Bloody hell. This is the highest rolling session in the history of D&D sessions.
I mean, collectively we have rolled very, very poorly in everything in the last several sessions. So I guess
It's all been saving up for this one game. All right, so Tisman, you regain consciousness after being stabbed in the chest again, and it's your turn. You've got 1 hit point, and you're conscious, so you can have a go.
He's just fueled by rage.
Pop up from the floor. It is 10 feet, but would I be able to hit him
you can
from
hit.
here?
Yes, you can hit, yeah.
Yep. Then I will do that.
Go for it. Now, you can see they're very badly injured. You also notice now that you're conscious and you stood up, I presume, you see that this pompous owl that you've seen before, but there's a kind of a glimmer, a shimmer to their form that every now and again just sort of it wavers. You're not sure if this is magic or there's something going on. They're heavily injured, but the form of this creature is definitely not what it seems.
Heavily injured. Okay. I will attack, but Tisvan is gonna attempt to knock her out.
Okay.
Not kill her.
Sure.
But that does not hit.
That does not hit, I'm afraid, no.
Bonus action. Let's see. Do I have any spell slots left? I think I might have 1. Yes, I have 1 spell slot left.
Okay.
Tisman will cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
Not so much for the extra damage as it allows me to have advantage on tracking it for the next hour.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
All right, yeah. So that takes hold, and you now know where they go if they move. All right. Do you want to move anywhere, or are you happy where you are?
I'm good where I am.
Okay.
I'm out of range, but can still hit.
Perfect. All right. The turn turns to you, Kane.
Well, once again, it is a tight doorway that is blocked.
You can reach him, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I suppose moving through allies is okay, right?
You can move through allies, yeah, and also if you wanted to see the Owlin, you could move there because you're in a diagonal range, so you can see them.
Does poor Amaros actually want to get in melee at some point, or are you happy back there?
Considering my abilities in melee, no.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
It feels like you've been snubbed at every opportunity to get through a doorway. But
no. I've been snubbed at every doing fucking kill it, bitch.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess we're dogpiling. I can see that Tisban is holding back, so I suppose I will go for a non-lethal with my quarterstaff.
Sure.
I will use my bonus to cast Shillelagh because it would have dropped when I went down.
Yes, okay, perfect. All right, so bonus Shillelagh, that is now up, and you are going to take an attack with Shillelagh. Do you need me to do that?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Everyone's going to get me to roll now, so just roll 20s again.
Yes, please, and thank you.
Oh, it's only a 9 this time, I'm afraid.
I see how it is, Faye. It's fine.
I have to toggle it off, when I'm rolling for you guys. So that's a 9 that misses, unfortunately.
Well, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Okay, all right. All right, so we move on to Amros.
There's I can see.
Yeah, you can see them. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Now I am bothered by the fact that I have one spell saved that I've been like, I could probably use this. But it's an entire fucking time I've been like, if I do this, I'm gonna hurt everyone else. This is not good. So, and yeah, Ambrose is too tired of this entire thing, so he's freaking Eldritch Blast him.
Okay, all right. Well, before you do that, please make me a roll, a d20 roll +5.
16.
Yep, that's enough. So they weakly hold out their arm and to try and stop, but nothing happens. And you may attack with your Eldritch Blast.
13.
But I'm afraid you miss still.
I miss again.
It's a difficult angle from where you're currently shooting, and you just try not to hit your friends as well. It goes wide and shoots off into the distance.
Yep, it's my life.
All right, Galatea, could you please make me a death save?
I can. 10.
10, that's enough. You got one save.
Just enough. Clawing my way back.
That's it. Okay. All right, it's the end of your turn, Moira.
Can I squeeze through my friend so I can go here?
Yeah.
Yay, thank you. Or, well, if this thing would let me.
Yeah. No, you might be stuck behind this one. Let me just move them out the way for you. There you go. Oh, now you've fallen off the balcony.
Oh, sorry!
There you go.
Okay, yay. Phew. Okay, I am gonna cure wounds at second
Oh,
level.
you're gonna cure
Galatea.
Eldrin. Fantastic.
Yeah, good thinking.
No!
I heal the Owlin. Yay.
No, Galatea.
Oh, Galatea. Okay, go for it.
God damn it, I lost the spell. Where is it?
I don't
Somewhere
know.
safe.
I found it. How do I do the higher level stuff?
You can just scroll down to second level and then you take the same spell.
Gotcha. It's not here though.
What are you looking for?
Cure wounds. It's not in my second level. It's only on the first level. Even
So
though
you-
I can cast it.
You roll to cast it, and then it will ask when you in the
Oh, okay. I see.
When you cast a
yes.
spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the healing increases. You should have cure wounds in there as well, though.
Yeah. It's not on the list of spells. It's on the first level. It's when I actually click the spell.
Yeah, then you can.
That's what it's like.
Right, then you can pick the option. Okay, you're going to do that at second level, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
And then I just click the healing. I guess.
Yeah, because it's taken a peg off of your second level spells when you did that, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's
This new system is.
Yeah, we just get used to it. I think it's better than the old system by far, but we just have to learn how to do it.
Oh, 5!
5
Yay.
points of healing to you. You are
Second
conscious.
level
You're
spell
conscious
slot.
once
That's
again.
fair.
Yay!
Well done. Anything else you'd like to do, Moira?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Then it is back to Eldrin Paleclaw's turn. They are looking heavily wounded, but they're still not out of it yet. They can't go anywhere else on this balcony, unfortunately. So they are just going to take an attack against... Well, they're going to take one attack, I think, against Johan, was definite. So...
He's bloody.
Ooh, it's a 26. All right. Not a natural 20, though, so that's good. And this is with the short sword. I've pressed the one, but we'll do the short sword first. Ooh, that's 11 points of damage. Yeah, Johan is heavily blooded now. And... yeah, Johan has done a lot of damage to them, so they are going to take their second attack against them as well. they look closely at Johan. If I am to lose here, it would be my pleasure to end your life as well. But there's only a 14, and so they Johan manages to summon the last bit of strength just to deflect with his short sword, and the attack goes wide. But as a bonus action, I've forgotten to keep using this. They're going to look across at Galatea, who is raising on the floor. They look at Johan and says, I wonder how much your concern will be when she forgets who you are. And Galatea, can you please make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Galatea, you do not know who the satyr is standing in front of you. All memories of them have now faded from your mind.
Yeah.
But that's all they can do. And it is now Johan's turn. He clutches the wound in his side, bleeding profusely, hanging on. He looks down at Galatea. A momentary confusion in your eyes as he looks down at you and looks back at the Owlin. You cannot take her from me. Whatever your power is. And he will use his longsword to make an attack. But he will do this in the similar way to the rest of you, and he will do this as not to kill, but trying to knock out or to incapacitate. That's a 7. So he whiffs it on the longsword, and he will try again with the short sword. Oh, an 18. Yes, he does hit. Thank Christ for that. Okay.
Kill him.
And we will do damage. We'll see how we roll. 4 to 5 plus that is 8. And with that final blow with the short sword, the Owlin lets out a cry of pain, their form flickering and shifting, and the illusion shatters, revealing, as it slumps to the floor, immobilized, the body or the figure of a dryad.
Oh.
A creature of the forest, but twisted by dark magic. Their eyes filled with a mix of anger and fear as their 6-foot fluffy image dissipates and their more withered wooden body collapses to the ground.
You wretched creatures. You ruined everything. Princess, she will not forgive this. I was merely a tool, a vessel. Well, it was she who commanded me to corrupt this town, to make its people suffer. You will rue the day you stood against her.
And that is where we will end the session for tonight, I think.
Oh my god! What the hell?
Oh, you're twisted, man.
Better not tell the other dryads.
Uh-oh, it's the dryads, everyone.
But I don't think that I lied. I think.
Who knows? You will have to find out.
Okay. No. I've got plans.